can start with a little recap. What happened last session? You all deliberated after your 30-day break. Deliberated about what you all should do next. You all could go after some 10 cuts action. There's some intriguing stuff there. You could go find some titans, see what happened to Zelgradris. There's also some loose threads around. And you all decided, hey, we're trying to find the origins of these crystals, trying to figure out where the fuck they're coming from. There was that gigantic red crystal, fire talker's crystal, that was by that Cyclops at one time. Let's try and go there. And you all went there, also on the way to Riddock to talk to Chames. And, it's along the way, why not? So you all went there in the middle of the night. They're sleeping. And you all absolutely decimated this Cyclops. Good thing, too. If it had been awake, it got some digs in against John, but, he takes those. Didn't even feel it. And then you all investigated this gigantic purple crystal that's jutting out of a crack out of the wall in this cave. Felix went into fog mode, mist mode, and slipped into the crack. Got further and further, and just based spatially, it seemed like went a little bit farther than you would expect. You expect some dirt around, and suddenly there was just kind of stone around. It was weird. So came back out, and it's like, let's investigate the other end, because it's kind of going up a little bit. So John, former laborer, freaking mined away in a quick amount of time a hemisphere of, to call it extraterrestrial is a understatement. This unknown origin stone, a hemisphere of black stone, that's just uneasy to look at. John has seen a lot of rocks in his time from previous excursions. This is otherworldly, and cold to the touch, a cold that Vita had felt before in previous dreams, even though he has no memories of it, of space beyond the Alkasan Barrier. This is obviously something bad, and it seems like the Talker's Crystal was originating from it. So that's something new, not fun for you all, but you all, having spent some energy and health and spells attacking, it was kind of middle of the night, you all decided to set up camp and sleep for the night, which is what you all are doing. And we're going to start the session with you all waking up. The first thing I'll ask is, just before you wake up, where did you all set up camp? Did you all set up camp in the cave, by the other end of the crystal, by the beginning of the crystal? What are y'all thinking?
Not in the cave, definitely not.
Okay. Just somewhere like on top of the hill.
I probably defer to whatever Felix thinks. Safe.
Yeah. My realm.
Me! Damn it, me!
Then I will say, you set up your tent, your nice climate-controlled tent that Felix has, very nice. Disguise it a little bit, and you all, for the very beginning of the session, you all are sleeping, and I'll say, Felix, just due to your passive perception and your relation to nature, you've slept out in nature many times. As you're slowly coming to, first thing that kind of you hear in your ears is fabric almost like flapping in the wind a little bit too violently. You're used to a breeze, but it's kind of an odd ear sight, or an ear sight, that's not the word for it. An odd sound is what I should be trying to say.
There we go.
And as you open your eyes, listen, you do see the side of the tent kind of vibrating as if there was a heavy wind hitting it. But even more strikingly, as you open your eyes, there appears to be a light from the outside of the tent. A very bright pink light, oddly enough. Kind of this hot pink color just emanating from out of light. And I'll say you are able to tell it's almost like it's coming from the direction of where the crystal was. But you're the first to notice this. You have the highest perception. You wake up. Something is off.
I wake up the others. You
all start to wake up. And
5 more minutes.
They'll be there right now. Like right now.
Oh!
Oh!
Yeah, right,
it's-
right.
Yeah, what's up?
It's not super violent, the wind, but it is obvious that the fabric is kind of shaking against.
I'm more concerned with the incredibly bright pink light in the direction of the crystal we dug up.
And I'll say, as you start waking up, people,
Yeah, no, it's probably
Felix,
fine.
it seems to be getting a little brighter.
Oh,
Man,
Before you go,
well,
I'll step
before we
outside.
go. Oh, okay,
Go.
you can go. Yeah, never mind.
You and
Turlon,
you step
I'll
out.
just take a peek outside.
Yeah, you
Hey,
take
no, I'll go full body out.
Okay. All right. Hell yeah. You walk out and you see that from your perspective where this tent was kind of set up, you would see the back of this black stone, right? That is kind of mostly dug out in a hole in the ground next to this tent. And as you look into it, the black sphere that was there, or that still seemingly is there, is glowing a bright, hot pink color. At the current moment, it's like looking at like an exposed light bulb, kind of like at the end of your hand. It's very bright, but it's this hot neon pink color, just shining, and it seems like wind is emanating from it. It's almost as if the light has some force behind it. It's like kind of battering your face a little bit. You're able to look at it, but that is certainly the source of the glow. No sound
I'll
either.
put my hand out.
It's just a
kind of
glowing.
like half block the light.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not imminently harmful.
do we know
I want to get a stick and I want to touch the thing with the stick to see what happens to the stick.
Okay.
It's getting brighter though, Felix. You're right.
You all are all of you going to see this site once Turlon kind of takes a peek, or you all
Sure.
I'm happy to do the poking for you if you're a nervous poke.
Nah, I'm fine.
nervous
Poke that shit.
I'll say, you all see this glowing, and it's getting a little bit brighter. It's starting to get kind of hard to look at, and the wind is getting a little bit more intense. But again, it's such this weird, like there's no sound emanating from it you would expect. It's just this glow and this forceful wind. And Felix, as you kind of take a stick and you go to touch it, it's a decent length of stick. It's like 3 feet long. As you're going to touch it, as soon as it touches, the stick breaks in half, and the front half of it breaks off and flies off at a high speed, almost like it's instantly repelled back. Your arm is kind of forced back a little bit, but luckily the force did not take you with it. The stick broke well before looking at it. And
I bet John can resist it.
I'll say, Vita, I need you. This is a recall knowledge check. And I'll say, Vita, normally with recall knowledge checks, you
don't make those.
There's something tickling on the back of your brain. Normally I tell you a skill to, that's part of the recall knowledge check. But I want you to choose the skill. The DC is different depending on the skill you choose. But there's something tickling the back of your brain. There's something you recognize about this. You're not
tickling
entirely
your
sure.
balls.
You're
pondering down there.
I'm pondering.
So you
Something
can
I
have
recognize about the pink light.
Yeah, something about this entire experience. There's something you recognize, but you get to choose the skill.
Let's do occultism, the one I'm an expert in.
Hell yeah. This guy's a freaking expert in occultic things.
Human cultists, galaxy partitionists.
This is certainly
24.
weird. Certainly
Take it.
weird. I'll take it. I'm taking it. Take it. Vita, the color of this light, you see the stick get blown back. It's this weird experience. It's getting brighter and brighter. The color of this light, you've seen the color of this light before. Can't pinpoint it. It was at the beginning of your adventure with this group. You remember it was a while back, but you can't exactly remember where you've seen this color.
2 years ago.
You've seen this
I
color
don't remember.
Unfortunately,
Only
you
me?
weren't high enough to know. Only you.
I really don't remember. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything then, because I don't remember shit. I guess I kind of recognize this light. Felix, what's your next action after the stick breaks? What are you doing?
I'm packing up the tent. We gotta get
Okay.
out of here.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump when the stick breaks.
Get out of here.
Like not like jump, like kind of like startle.
Yep, get started. For
Can I
sure.
send Ori just into it? Because I know Ori comes back if Ori dies.
Ballistic familiar missile.
Setting my creature into the pink stone that blows shit up. Go, Ori.
Ori, go.
Ori. Okay. I'm gonna need Ori follows all of your commands. Ori is looking at you, and if an origami little lizard could look scared and sad, it does. It's folding that way.
I don't care that you're
And
sad
it-
or
and it
scared,
looks to you,
Ori.
and it says, that thing feels evil. I really don't want to go by it. You were
Look,
investigating,
if
and
you
I just wanted to
die,
hide
you'll
behind
come
you.
back. You're just a familiar. Go in there. I'll cast phase familiar on you. So if you get hurt, you'll just turn into a ghost. Go.
It doesn't seem wise, Vito.
Okay.
Then we'll
He-
lose nothing.
He'll be fine. It's just Ori.
Yeah, go in.
I'm gonna look to Felix, eye raised, and shake my head.
He
Mhm.
comes back. It's going.
It's just Ori. I'm packing up the tent.
Yeah, nobody cares.
It's just Ori.
I mean, like I
He'll
don't
come
think he
back.
can really feel pain.
He just starts
Oh,
to.
we can.
It was already crushed by Gatch once, wasn't it? So
Yes, Ori.
Yeah.
It's the same as that. Ori kind of starts to skitter slowly, getting up to it, and I'll say at this point it's fucking bright. Like Ori kind of disappears into the light. It's like looking at the sun
Mhm.
now, where it's like if you kind
I'm
of
backing
look
up.
away, there's this
oh
weird,
god.
and you're kind of waiting. Ori kind of gets disappeared into the light. The breeze is just going past you. I mean, the whole time you're talking here, it's almost like you have to speak up a little bit. Ori goes past the light. You wait a moment, two passes, and then there's this quick little flash of light. Ori.
At first
What
damage,
is-
I'm
what
gonna
is-
cast
what is-
phase familiar.
What is phase familiar? What is this?
It's against a triggering damage. Familiar gains resistance 5 to all damage and is immune to precision damage.
Okay. Ori is going to. Yeah, fuck it, we'll roll. It's fun. Ori
Yeah.
is going to
yeah.
take-
my God.
Oh, yeah.
is going to take 3d20 damage.
Oh my
Oh.
God.
Okay.
I think
Uh,
Ori
that's
has
not
more
bad.
than 23 HP.
Not bad.
Does
Yeah,
not.
Ori does have
4 and a 7.
Ori's got some good HP.
Got lucky there.
Yeah, a little lucky, but that's okay. So resistance 5, so that's only 23 damage. Which I will do.
Boom.
And is shot back. You see little Ori, kind of shoot back up to the top of some trees and then fall back down. It takes a little bit more damage, I'll say.
Did you see anything?
Well, that seems predictable.
Quick, what'd you see?
It
Wake
kind
up.
It kind of shakes itself up and scurries up to you. That sucked. I don't want to do it again. It hurt.
What did
so
you say?
much. It's bright as shit, and it didn't burn
Oh,
me.
now you swear.
It, it,
So long.
I'm a little agitated.
Cute little.
It didn't
Whatever.
burn me. It like burned me, but it didn't burn me. It like shocked me, but it didn't shock me. I felt every ounce of pain for just a moment, and everything went black, and then I started falling from the sky. It was terrible.
We're gonna leave. That's
Well,
all I
can't
need to
blame
know.
you for swearing in
Hang
that
on.
situation.
There's one more experiment we need to throw.
Oh man.
You guys stand back.
Steven,
And,
am I done
God.
packing up the tent yet?
I'll say you're almost.
It is magic.
I'll say you're almost done packing it up. But what do you want to do, John?
I'll find a rock and throw it as hard as I possibly can at this
Oh
thing.
man.
Okay.
Angle it so it doesn't
How is
launch
that
back
different than
up.
the stick?
Oh no, this is because there's force in this one. There's
Oh,
force.
velocity.
Uh,
Okay. I
I'm-
get
If
it.
I can
gonna-
beat the velocity of this thing's propulsion, then maybe
Oh,
we
you're
can
right.
destroy it.
That's hilarious.
I'm gonna use my mirror to make a second me, so I can turn into that one if the rock flies my way.
Fucking
Hell yeah.
projectile.
Give me an athletics check, John.
Can John throw faster than the force of this?
And I'll say right now, it is like throwing. It's blinding, right? Like it's
Oh my
probably a
God.
beacon into the sky with how bright and the wind.
We
It's
gotta
like
turn it off.
You got to start walking up to it. It just keeps getting brighter somehow, and somehow windier.
Is
But
there
again,
is there like a
no
heat
sound.
associated with it? Is it like you get
No.
close to?
It is just
Okay.
as if there was just a giant fan. Like it's cold in terms of there's a breeze, but
Okay. Well, again, yeah, I just find a decently sized rock, and I'm just gonna throw it as hard as I possibly can in the direction of the boulder.
go for it. Give me an athletics check.
I brace for impact.
Oh
of
my
Oh my
course.
God.
Of
Break
course.
the physics of this thing,
Of
dude.
Fucking
course.
stupid.
I brace for impact
42.
much harder.
All right, Steven, trying to figure out what your
Of course.
velocity is for
Well,
your
here's-
rock that you had.
Get
Here's
the math ready.
Here's the deal. A majority of what you were throwing against is just the wind of this thing. It's like you're throwing into a jet engine, the back of a jet engine, right? But somehow, John, you are able to throw this rock, and instead of the rock just instantly being propelled back behind you, you see the rock disappear into the light. You see just there's a blankness of just this black rock blocking the light as you throw it like a baseball pitcher into it, and the rock slams into this thing and is disintegrated. There is a puff of what is smoke, but really is just ash and rock particles, like almost what comes out of a
How is
volcano.
this? So how is this thing not sinking? Like
That's a great
through
question.
the soil.
It slams into it and just expels backwards. I'll say you are able to angle it so much so that it turns into smoke, that the stuff that does hit you back is just mist. Like it was rock, but it is now smoke. It's been pulverized into a gaseous form.
So the light
well-
is pointing straight up, but even if the crystal is pointing sideways, jutting out of the.
The light is just
Thing.
emanating from this thing.
Oh, it's just
And
emanating. Okay.
It's as if you just like literally took a picture and you just took the part where you could see the visible black stone in the
I
crystal,
got
It's
it.
emanating.
and it's glowing. And I'll say you throw, it's like this mist that gets shot back at you all, and you packed up the tent. It's kind of in the aftermath of John, you just throwing it at this thing. Like a beat or two happens, like 5 seconds later, all of a sudden wind cuts out, light shut off, and you all look where it was. Your eyes have to
You
kind of
did it.
adjust for a moment. You look, crystal and black hemisphere are gone. You can see into the cave a good 15 to 20 feet. Like a tunnel has been carved where this crystal used to be.
That's probably how it got here.
Hmm.
Well,
Hmm.
that just pisses me off, to be frank.
It seems to just be gone.
What are we supposed to make of this? Truly.
Well, if we can assume for a moment that the gods don't want this stuff here, it could have been a higher power, perhaps a third or second order deity, disappearing the stone once they became aware of it.
I think we would
I-
be dead if it was one of them. Because I'm pretty sure they don't know about any of this
I
shit,
think
right?
it was
They
one of
would,
the first orders, maybe.
then the world would be gone, I think. If
First
they
would
found that
smush
out.
us between their unknowably large cosmic thumb.
Like they would have wiped the
Yeah.
earth.
They would have, yeah.
It's also
That's what he
possible they've created systems that can detect and destroy anything from the other side of the barrier.
They
Right.
could.
Unfortunately, I have to cut you all
Hey.
off. I need you all to make a will saving throw.
God.
The
damn it.
DC is 30.
In all
Yeah.
honesty, I
All of this
suppose that's fair,
conversation.
isn't it?
And the
30, I
will
don't give a
this
fuck about that.
Given the situation.
Will saving throw.
I need to roll a 13 or higher.
Me
You roll
too.
a 15.
All right.
Well,
Ooh.
Yes. That's pretty
Okay.
bad.
I'm alive! I'm alive!
I'm
Pretty
alive.
bad.
Vita, Turlon, you're talking, whatever. You know, you're having this conversation. John, Felix.
oh, I shouldn't have thrown that rock.
John, Felix, for a moment, you know, Turlon just said, oh, maybe they have a detection for these crystals that gets rid of. And you think back, and John, both for you, John and Felix, fucking what crystal are they talking about? There was never a crystal here. You all came here to kill this Cyclops because it was a threat to the forest, of course, right? And, I mean, this tunnel was here, and it was kind of weird, so you kind of dug up the other end of it to see what was there, but crystal, what the fuck?
I'm so glad 2 of us are good and 2 of us aren't. Thank God.
So,
not just
John,
one of
John,
us.
Felix, from your character's perspective, no fucking idea what crystal they were just talking about. You came here to kill
jumping
the
back
It's
to
just
Cyclops.
me.
Jumping
So
back
do
to the
we-
conversation, then
Do
I'd
we
say
know? Do we remember anything about any crystal, or is it just this specific one we have forgotten about?
Just this specific one. You know Tulker's crystals, you know about those. It's
Okay.
just, there was never a Tulker's crystal here.
Yeah. Continuing the conversation, continuing my thought, I would probably next say, I mean, I don't know if it would be necessary to make all that light and about just to make the crystal disappear.
The
What
what?
are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Felix, not Felix. Steven, also, is there any, like, do we do anything? Like, do we react, or is it just
Also-
completely in our head? We don't have any physical reaction to this.
I'll say, Turlon, you don't have a reaction when whatever this thing happened was, but Turlon, Vita, give me perception checks for me.
Yeah, I'm the perceiver.
Can we just talk about that for a second?
Okay, so I might not be the perceiver. It appears, in all honesty, I'm not the perceiver.
I am
Uh,
the
Thank
perceiver.
God for
Vita,
Vita.
Thankfully, we
what
have
that
a
means.
perceiver. Congrats on perceiver.
Because of a natural 20. I have it written down. So Vita, Felix, and John they have this look on their face, this look of confusion. And you've seen a look before. You know definitively.
In the mirror.
What?
I
I'm genuinely
confusion.
perplexed. You see the look on their face, and it's a look of confusion. You know for a fact these two things. One, you know for a fact that Felix and John have just forgotten something we were just talking about. It's a look that you've seen just like when you all had conversations about the false Hydra. Felix and John have forgotten something. The second thing, because of your natural 20, you didn't see them physically react right before, as Turlon was saying that point. But their eyes, for just a moment, there was a brief flash of bright pink light from their eyes. It's no longer there, but it's something you caught your eye, and now looking at them, you think you know that Felix's and John's memory of this crystal has been wiped.
didn't notice
Turlon.
that, so I finished like I am about to say something to don't worry, I'm
I'll
not
just
cutting you
hold
off.
my
I'm not
hand.
trying to cut you off, Dylan. As I turn, I say what? What?
Yeah, exactly.
To them, and then I see you hold your hand up. I turn.
Yeah, I
back.
just cut you off. I just say, Turlon, they've forgotten. They just forgot something. I know it.
Did something happen?
See?
Well, so we just
Is
woke
this
up.
the
You saw
Hydra
them,
thing again?
Well, let's
I hope
start from beginning and see what you remember. So we
Okay.
came here to investigate the red crystals. Just let me
No.
know when anything sounds off.
Well,
came
right
here to-
there. We came here to
to
kill
get
the
rid of the
Cyclops.
Cyclops.
Right.
Yeah.
So you see,
Well-
you see, Turlon goes from like a reasoning to like kind of like an oh shit face.
What do the Cyclops have in its bag?
I don't
Let's
know.
let's
Does
Dead
it
bodies?
have a bag?
let's Vida. I want to make sure our memories above board. I know they're not. Garrett, I want to make sure our memories.
Yeah, what if we're the
are
right
okay.
ones? Huh?
I'm gonna turn.
Not possible.
I'm gonna take out a piece of paper. I'm gonna take out my pen from my journal, and then I take out my pen, dip it in some ink, and I write what I found.
Okay, you have.
I'm writing what was in the Cyclops' bag, and I fold up the piece of paper and put it down. what do you think was in the Cyclops' bag?
Red crystals.
I take up my piece
Fiery.
of paper that says. I take up my piece of paper that says red crystals on it, and I
Okay.
show it to them. I go.
We're
I
clean.
like you. You see me like physically, like I was like tense. Like Turlon physically like relaxes. Okay. I think it's fair to assume
I
that
need you to make
something
will
just wiped your
saving
memory.
throws.
Yeah, I suppose it's
Oh,
fair, isn't it?
We're
I
gonna be
suppose-
forget.
I suppose it's fair.
I
DC
suppose that's
30.
fair, all things considered.
DC, oh my
I'm
god.
fine. I'm
oh
fine.
my god. Oh,
God.
poor Turlon. Poor
I'm leaving
Turlon.
it. I'm leaving it.
Poor,
I'm leaving it.
poor Turlon. I love it. So, Vita, this talk of crystals.
clean.
What the
Wait.
fuck? Why is Turlon holding a piece of paper that says red crystal? There's
Why are
So
we
no
clean?
red
continuing,
crystal.
I say, so we both found the red crystals in the bag. You don't remember the red crystals, and I turned to the other two.
What?
No.
No.
What do you mean, Vita? You see. I turned like I head swiveled to Vita.
I'll say
I turn
Turlon,
back to you guys.
because of
going
your
crazy.
because of your natural 20, you do notice a flash across Vita's eyes as you were holding
So,
up the piece of
Yeah,
paper.
yeah. I hold up the piece of paper. I turn. You guys see? I head swivel. I turn to Vita. I turn back to you guys. I immediately say in a very stern voice, "You need to trust me. We have to run from this place as fast as possible. I will explain later." And I lock eyes with Felix, Vita,
Yeah,
and
okay.
John, and then I fucking bolt. Like I sprint, like fucking like airwaves, fucking Roadrunner style. I'm like running, and I'm gonna shout quickly.
Oh god, I haven't put the.
I just run.
I gotta tie
just
the
run
tent
after
up.
Turlon.
Ah,
Yeah,
Nope.
I guess we gotta just restrain them. They must be going crazy or something from the purple crystal or
Probably,
something.
yeah.
I don't know. Just catch them.
Oh, we'll see.
uh,
I trust them. I trust them. Something
Swallow
this
them,
doesn't
yeah.
seem, something seems wrong here. Because
Sure.
a moment ago you knew what they were talking about, and now you don't. So
No, I didn't, but it's fine.
No, I didn't. You're crazy, dude. You're crazy.
I was
dude.
lying.
Let's
So
go.
good. I'll say
I want to put at least
Turlon.
like a half mile.
Yeah, you sprint away. I need one more will saving throw from you, but this one
Oh
is
god.
a DC 20.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
It should
Yeah,
be
no,
Get
that's
good,
us
fair.
out. Get us out.
Nat
because you
one,
are
nat
much
one.
further away. It's possible.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
It's
This could be
possible.
so funny.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Boom.
Almost a 2. You're fine.
Ooh.
You're fine.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
You
Imagine if it was a
Turlon,
2,
you
missing
run-
by 1.
Yep. Turlon, you run half a mile away. Vita and John run after. Felix, you hurry up and put away the tent. And you all are
What's
now
coming
ha-
after us?
you all are now half a mile away.
I
When can we
start fucking
stop?
with
Yeah,
start
after
fucking with
about
Vita a little
half
bit.
a mile,
Go,
you-
oh, I think I hear it. I think I hear it. It's,
Oh,
it's gaining
shit.
on us. It's
Oh,
gaining
shit.
on us. Yeah.
It's just the sound of me running.
Yeah.
I'm booking it, man.
So after about half mile, I like stop, and it's not exactly half mile, but after a certain amount of time, I stop. I'm like like huffing and puffing, and I turn
Just
back
walk up.
around.
Completely not winded. This is nothing.
Sean, my
Come to
legs
a
are so
full
much
stop.
smaller.
Jog.
I turn around, I put my arm on your shoulder, like up to you. Sean, my legs are so much smaller than yours.
Okay, not an excuse.
You know what? That's fair, John. I'll try to get bigger legs. And I
I
look
saw
back and
halfway run a marathon once.
I see Felix catch up. Oh, thank God you're safe. Okay,
Yeah, from what?
I put my
We killed it.
head in my hands.
I swear we killed that thing.
You know what Tokus crystals are. I looked at the three of you.
Yeah,
Yep.
We have been searching for Tokus crystals.
Yep.
yeah,
You remember being attacked by a Cyclops?
Yep.
yes.
Do you remember it using any strange weaponry on it?
No,
No, a tree.
Giant
The
tree
tree's kind
branch.
of weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's not that weird.
so it used as a separate question. You remember we have discussed various kinds of Tokus crystals, including red crystal.
Yep.
Do we?
Yes.
Yes.
Theoretically.
Okay, yeah.
It is just
Okay.
that crystal is the only problem.
Okay. The
So what
Cyclops
about the little red ones?
The Cyclops had little red crystals. Do you remember that?
Do we?
Mm.
You do
'Cause
remember
that's like
the
semantics.
others, the very first Cyclops having little red crystals.
Yeah, I remember
not
the
remember
okay.
one
So
being in
in
this
that case,
Yes.
The one that
the
attacked our
little red
camp.
one.
Yes.
Okay,
Those.
so
yes.
do you remember deciding to go back to the Cyclops' lair to look for more crystals?
Kill the mother. No.
Yes, we killed the mother.
No,
And
we went back there to kill it, but
We wanted to
we
kill.
went back to
we
kill
hadn't
it
killed
and
something in a
look for
while.
more crystals. And then, and
For
here's
the
the part
crystal?
that scared me. I lock eyes with you guys, and I look very stern. We found a gigantic crystal wedged inside the cave. We slept the night, and then when we woke up, there was a bright pink light in the tent. We scrambled awake. Why do you think we were awake suddenly?
So now it's pink. I thought it was red.
What we found was a pink light coming out of this.
Why would they be lying? Why would they be lying?
I
don't
turn,
fucking remember it.
I turn, and I say, look, we left the tent, and then suddenly, in the middle of a conversation about what could have been happening, Felix, you and John forgot about the crystals, and then Vita and I took a second to write down on paper what we remembered to confirm that we remembered the same thing. And in the midst of that conversation, he forgot too, and that's what I told us to run.
Okay, I believe you because I
I
have
mean,
no
might as
reason
well.
to
I mean,
doubt that.
everything's fucked up all the time.
I
Whatever.
have
buy
no
it.
reason to doubt that whatsoever. So
I let out another heavy
Stupid
sigh.
ass life of mine.
And one more thing, Vita. When you forgot, I saw the flash, pink flash in your eyes.
Barry,
Where did she forgot?
So
I have to edit that one out of the video.
so
Copyright strike.
this has to do with the pink crystals that we saw in Kiyasi, right? It's all colors.
What I think, as we saw
If
the
it is,
crystal,
so the crystal was red, right? Tarlon, like the one that was apparently in the cave.
Kevin does not remember.
Yeah, it was red.
It was-
yeah,
Yes,
it
it
was.
was,
Vita's just wrong.
it was red, but the light that came
Vita's
from it was
just
pink.
Vita's just wrong.
I'm thinking if I think pink light, Vita would be like, okay, we just saw pink crystals and a pink guy. And it's all color
That's
related
it.
so far. So
I mean,
it
it's all
must be.
difficult for me. The Wakatian language doesn't distinguish red and pink as
So,
separate
yeah,
colors. I hope you
That's
understand.
fucked up.
I would
Like-
say, but wait, there's one more thing. The crystals, they were, as we were discussing it, it was this light and force was growing from the crystal. John threw a rock at it and pulverized it. Felix touched it with a stick, and the stick exploded. But what I was suggesting, right as everyone started to forget, was that there was some sort of automatic method the gods had established, and I kind of like look up to the sky in some amount of hesitancy to automatically detect the presence of things from the Alkasan Barrier and destroy them. And I think it did that to your memory too. Something knew
Oh God.
the crystal was there, knew we had found it, and tried, almost successfully, to wipe all of our memories.
So
Steven,
okay.
Yeah, what's up?
What is Ori's state right now?
Ori is half.
Did Ori make a saving throw?
I was gonna say, but do I notice now that Ori's just wounded for some reason? I don't remember why.
Yes, Ori looks wounded, but Ori did not succeed in their saving throw. So is kind
Man,
of just on
fuck
your
that
side,
lizard.
but is injured.
What is this?
Is
I hate
injured.
this guy.
That's what I was
Is
wondering.
injured.
All right.
Yeah.
Probably in the fight with the Cyclops.
No, Vita, you made the. You actually beat Ori, Vita. You're an abuser. That's fucked up.
I mean, if I had a reason, I had a reason. I'm not gonna. I trust
Based?
myself.
Base.
Hell yeah, I trust myself. Big ups. King.
Anyway.
Least trustworthy guy I've ever met. I trust myself.
I do.
Gotta trust yourself before anyone else. So anyway, I'm going to sit down, and the first thing I'm gonna do is I just like lean back to a tree and I start writing down what happened.
Absolutely do it.
That'll help.
I want to. Okay. While you guys do that, I'm gonna go back to the area and see if I can find anything.
You should be
I'm gonna go
careful.
with you. I was thinking what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn into a bird and I will follow you from the sky because I already tanked our memories apparently. So like,
Yeah, I guess I'll go too. Why not?
I do.
no,
think
you stay here with Herlon.
You should stay
Oh.
here
Yes,
with
we
your
should stay
life.
there.
Buddy's
Before you
stuck.
go,
Sure.
I'm gonna take out a piece of paper. I'm gonna quickly scribble We are forgetting things. Mission to investigate crystal near cave on 2 pieces of paper, and I'm going to hand it to both of you.
Okay. Gotcha. I take it.
It was on top of the cave. It was on top of the cave. It was large. The crystal. Oh my goodness! I haven't even said the crystal disappeared. The crystal's gone. It's disappeared. This was part of what was happening. All of this happened right after it disappeared. But there could be something in the area still.
Fucked up.
Be careful. Yeah, entirely vanished.
We'll
in
be
an instant.
careful. And then...
Oh, John, I thought you also might want to know. While no one else could touch it, you did manage to pulverize a rock on it, which was pretty cool.
All right. Well, good to know. Anyway, all right, we'll be back, and then I just take off into a full sprint. Where it came from.
Yeah.
Oh,
Was it gonna take 15 seconds?
I'm gonna look to Vita. When you were training with him, did he teach you how to run like that?
I run 300% faster than I used to, but even then, that's about 5% of his maximum speed. He told me.
Wow.
It's a really funny. Okay, power scaling subreddit. Yeah.
Vita
This is how he laid it out.
Vita would make the most indecipherable slander posts imaginable, making fun of shit that doesn't exist.
Sora AI on Jujutsu Kaisen. Yeah.
So I turn into a big ass bird and I start booking it after him in the air.
John and Felix,
I just want to say, so I don't forget, I do want to have a conversation later with Vito while they're gone.
Okay. So John, Felix, you do make it to the cave. And I'll say no perception check necessary. What is odd is what you find is, you all as players understand what is there, right? It is where this large, 20-foot tunnel that is oddly crystalline shaped, like it has these flat walls as if it was a crystal. So it makes Turlon's story even more believable. But what really, really gets you is the Cyclops' body is no longer there.
Oh.
That is also disappeared. And so if Turlon's story is true, that things started glowing this bright pink color and straight up just disappeared after this tremendous brightening effect. The Cyclops is gone too, which is weird because Turlon is, mentioning this this auto detection system, right? Sure, if there was a crystal here, it's no longer here, right? But also the Cyclops is not here. So that's a little
nothing, not even a skeleton. There's no evidence that it was incinerated or turned to ash.
It based off of Turlon's story of just the crystal just suddenly wasn't there and you all forgot about it. It's like that happened with the Cyclops, but you all remember the Cyclops.
And there's no footprints or anything leading out of the cave of dire Cyclops-sized footprints.
Nope. That thing was dead.
Fuck.
Is there anything else missing? Can I make an investigation check just to see if anything's out of the ordinary or whatever the check is?
I'll say, yeah, make a perception check for me.
Perception check. All right, pal.
Okay, buddy. Okay, buddy.
Okay,
buddy.
I'll say you. What strikes you the most, and what makes you believe Turlon even more than you already did, is the walls of this quote-unquote cave that, in your memory, was just a cool cave you all found, at the end of this, other cave. But now you can clearly see, yes, it was. There's a wedge at the top and the bottom where there's obviously cracks in stone, and then there's just this shape where there once was a crystal kind of embedded in this stone, and that is what stands out to you the most. Is that this is where a crystal was, and it no longer is there. But there is no residue of anything. There's no burn marks or scorch marks. You're sure of that. You are sure that you have not missed anything about this location. So.
God, if only we had some sort of device that would like capture a moment in time perfectly and then
That'll
store
never
it
happen.
or like that'd be nice.
Not
Like
really
you
That'll
just
never
make an
happen.
instant painting.
That'd be
Only.
cool, but like, but be real.
Yeah,
All right,
that-
I'm getting off topic.
that's ridiculous.
Let's keep it sensible. All right.
I kind of detest, kind of hate, the fact that these guys up there can just do that, just take away my memories like that.
It is pretty
And the fact
fucking
that it's
awful.
happened multiple times now is really obnoxious. So
Yeah. I'm still a bird. I'm calling an agreement.
It
okay,
does.
I'm glad
I'll
you
say
agree.
it does worry you all a little bit.
Because also, what if this isn't the first
Yep.
time this has happened?
Exactly. Erlon remembers it, but what if
What if
What if there have
This
been
has
other
happened
instances where
before.
we forget all about it?
Steven, when I went,
I would canonically believe right now that in world this has happened. Like totally. Like we as players didn't play it, but something has happened that we don't remember.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up, Steven.
Steven,
maybe the gods aren't that
I would
good?
like
Who
to-
knows?
I don't know, guys. Maybe
That's
the
why they're
gods aren't
God.
all
They
that they
have to be
say they
good.
are. Gods are good. I want to fly around
Sulan
and
sacrificed her body and blood for us.
yeah. That's why we eat moon rocks every Sunday.
Yeah.
I want to fly around to see if there was someone who cast a spell. Maybe someone was alerted and was sent to clean up.
Give me an Arcana check. Looking for spells.
Fuck!
Brother.
Or a different DC, a nature check. It's a higher DC. You see if you can tell if anything's off with the nature around. Kind of the opposite.
That I would know. That I would understand. So I'm gonna make a nature check. I don't know enough about Arcana to be like, because I'm more concerned of just finding the person, if there was, or the creature, if there was one. Guys, I don't want to play this game anymore. I don't think I want to play this game.
Guys,
Looking like everything natural was happening around. Little critters maybe, but no signs of any person around casting spells.
brother.
I'll say, unless there's anything you two want to do with this cave, I'll say we'll go back to Turlon and Vita. What conversation do you all have?
Yeah. So a couple minutes after they leave, I will say something curious happened that I imagine you might not remember, Vita. You at one point asked your familiar Ori, and I looked to Ori to go into the crystal or into the space where the crystal was to investigate. Ori looked scared.
Makes sense.
And and I said it didn't seem wise, but I think you said something like, "Oh, it's fine. They'll just come back. They won't actually die. It doesn't hurt them." Something like that. How does that work? I don't. This kind of thing, and I wave towards the familiar. It's outside of my my area of expertise. I mean, is it an actual living, breathing creature? How can it die and then come back? Is it
Ori's alive.
Does it have a soul?
Oh, I don't know about any of that, but I just know that if Ori dies, because Ori is conjured by Kahar, Kahar can just remake Ori and then he'll be back.
Is there any continuity between the Ori you had under your last patron
when the
Kahar?
this one? I don't think so. I think unless
This one has not died yet.
I'll look at Ori. I'll say, you don't remember anything from the last Ori, do you? You weren't holding out on me.
He shakes his little head.
Yeah.
Nope.
Imagine being asked that. That sucks.
New guy.
Yeah, that does suck.
You don't remember anything
weird.
from the last dude, right? No? Okay.
I don't know why that they're both. Or did I name you Ori? Did I name you that, or is that your name?
I asked for what you wanted to name me, and you said Ori.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
What about the first Ori? Did you get that name?
I think
And
I
I
just named
turned,
that
I
one
turned, to,
too.
I turned to Ori. Don't worry about the first Ori. And I turned back to Vita.
I think I just named it. Yeah, so I guess I could have named them completely different things and maybe they would seem more separate, but I just
suppose
named them the same name.
The other interesting question is, if, and I turned to you, Vita, what languages does Ori speak? All of your languages, I assume?
Probably. I don't know. Ori.
I only speak common.
Oh, okay.
I turned to Vita and I say in Elvish, if this one gets killed in a fight, does it have all the same memories? Is it the same? Again, all in Elvish. Is it the same creature that this one is? Is there any
Well, when the
continuity there?
last Ori was killed, it had the same memories when it came back. So, probably. I think Kahar just sort of fills it up. Memories, sends them back out. I think he's just sort of some weird little lava creation.
I laugh a little bit in character, and I say, "Oh, interesting. Just wanted to learn a little more." And I'm going to sit back and I'm going to focus on writing.
We're learning every day.
Oh yeah. The other two get back, report your findings about how the giant Cyclops mother is gone as well.
The body's just gone, guys.
Just gone. Yep.
Like fully disappeared. Absolutely no trace of
I remember
ever
fighting it. I
existing.
remember punching it. It's gone.
Oh, Steven, do I remember there being any crystals on the creature's body that we didn't like take?
There certainly could have been. I'll say that you don't remember distinctly there being like a bag. This guy, this one was like just sleeping, so it wasn't like
close
out.
to the crystals as us, so I can't imagine that just the crystals took it itself. And if that Cyclops were from the other side of the barrier, I assumed you would have forgotten it as well.
It also probably would be purple.
Yeah, probably.
So, if this thing's gone, does that imply that it was something intelligent that removed this and all evidence of it and tried to wipe our minds afterwards instead of it being an auto detection? Or
I have absolutely no idea.
Yeah, we don't have any even base.
Because it could also be the whatever automatic spell, like accidentally.
Oh, sorry,
accidentally took it as well.
Another detail you might have forgotten.
Oh boy.
Do you remember the rock around the crystal, and how it, John? You were sure that the rock around the crystal, John. You were sure, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that it was not from this planet.
That fucking sucks.
I'm laughing, but Turlon is not, and Turlon says, "I'm being completely serious."
Yeah, I know. That's why it sucks.
You said there was no chance in hell that it was from this world.
So I rolled a natural 20 on that roll from last session when I was trying to identify the rock.
Okay.
And I know I failed the will saving throw, but is there any like capacity that I can not remember the rock, but remember the feeling that I had when Turlon says that?
Yeah, I'll say fully with you when Turlon's speaking that. You know that you saw something that shook you to your geological core. You don't remember what it was, but if Turlon's mentioning shit like that, it's like, oh yeah.
Okay. Reconnect the neurons.
You mentioning that, Turlon, I don't remember it, but I feel it. Like,
your reaction scared me, John. I've never seen.
I feel that sensation. That I feel that I saw something that just didn't belong here. So, like, I'm not here, but like Sumia. So
I guess Chames is from a different planet. I say with almost like
I guess that confirms
a fake chipper cone to it.
I guess
good
that
thing
means
we're going
there's
to
other
talk to Chames.
Yeah, other planets out there. So
that's probably why we were going to see them, huh?
Yeah. So, what can we? I think you're right. I think you're right for this. I don't know if we can determine anything. There's just so many possibilities.
Let's just ask Chames.
I think it's a given that someone directly or indirectly wanted to wipe a sign of the other side of the Alkasan Barrier. Whether that had been some agent of a deity, an automatic device, conceived by such a foe? I do not know.
Some kind of device. Sorry.
Yes, the contract.
Alright. That's James.
Hell yeah.
Well, was it in the middle of the night? I think we need to finish.
No,
sleeping.
we
I mean,
we woke up.
that's when you woke up, so it's now
Okay, got
it's
it,
now
got
like 10 a.m.
The morning.
So I will
What a
say
lovely way to start on the morning.
you all, yeah. There was a universe where you all failed the will saves, and then it's just nothing happened.
Yeah, thank
that's
God.
that's a different universe. But good
God.
That would've been
instinct
so
stuff
funny,
fucking
though.
just sprint out of there. So funny. Okay, so you all spend a little bit rest of the day, about 4 more hours to get to Ridoc. Say,
I will say one thing just as we're going.
Go
I will
for it.
say to everyone, we should be. The light was very, very bright from this thing. Even though it was early day, I think it's possible that something from afar could have seen it. So we just ought to be careful and cognizant of any shifty figures heading the way we're coming from, as they could be going to invest. And with that, I'd like to look for shifty figures
Go for
walking
it.
our way as we walk their
me,
way.
Give me a perception check. See if there's anything you
figures check.
notice. Shifty figures check.
I would like to do that too.
Go for it.
Not amazing for my shifty
Same,
figures.
same. We're all
I'm not
doing
doing
we're
it because
all.
I would just see him.
I would
Hell
simply
yeah.
just see them, okay? All right.
Hell yeah.
You would tell me.
34.
Steven, I know you tell me. I know you tell me if there were shifty figures around, Steven.
Of course.
I don't see shit. I don't see fucking shit.
We can't find shit.
I'll say that Felix, from your previous time coming down to Ridoc, you're a woodsman. You're recognizing places, and there's
Yeah.
little clusters of buildings, settlements. People who like to live in the woods. And so you kind of, as you're looking, and as Turlon says this, you kind of weave between those various buildings, trying to, not necessarily intrude on people, but, get closer to where these people that may have been able to see it. And I'll say that Felix and Turlon, both of you notice that you see a little kid, couldn't be like more than 5, little elf boy,
Kill him!
trying,
Little boy.
trying to
Fireball!
excitedly tell his dad, who is chopping wood, chopping a large tilky oak tree, about this bright light that he saw like in the forest like an hour ago. Like it was shooting into the sky, and oh my god, did you see it? Did you see it? And the dad, you can just tell, is just trying to chop the wood and is not listening. Oh, yeah, that was crazy, wasn't it? And the kid is just
Please
super
stay. Please
excited
stay
about
back. Please stay back.
it. Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
It seems like it was seen, at least by a kid, but nobody shifty.
We need to take the kid in for questioning.
Yeah,
Kill this kid. Mods,
could.
lock him up.
Mods,
Like bag
I'm-
this kid off the street.
Mods, I'm level 9. Let's get this kid.
Once we put a little bit of distance on the kid, I'm gonna say, so the kid saw it's going into the sky. I did not see it.
God.
We were focused on the ground.
They saw a glow. It could have been anything.
Lots of stuff glows in Sumia.
Yeah,
Uh,
I remember. Yeah, you haven't seen. I think we all of us here have seen a big pink glowing thing at least once. So
I know I've seen it once.
No, I don't think I have.
I'm gonna be honest.
I'm really,
think I have.
I'm really trying to think, but I don't.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think so. You all eventually make it to Ridoc, the streets of Ridoc. I'll say,
Sorry, I need to brief pause to go comfort the cat. He's freaking out.
sure thing.
I'm gonna go punch him to death real quick. I'll be right back.
Yep, be right back.
he
Punch
saw the
him.
glow. I saw the
Saw the
TV
glow.
glow. He
Yeah.
saw the pinko pig.
Pink fucking light. There was a universe where you all forgot about it. A good universe.
Yeah, not this one. Sorry, DM.
Yeah, sorry, man.
plan for
I know
that,
you.
yeah.
I know you're thinking about it. I know that's
Too
what you
busy
wanted.
marrying your girl. You should have been prepping Sumia
Should have been
avenues.
planning more.
Should
Yeah.
have been.
Guys, are you kidding me? You think that marriage can slow down Sumia? Be real.
Leads to new ideas.
Yes. Oh yeah. ready to talk to Chames.
I'm trying
This
to talk to
fucking
him,
guy.
man. We keep getting delayed. I just want to talk to the fucking fox.
Names.
Talk to the fucking fox.
I'm talking to nobody on the street in Redock. I'm going in. I'm asking him the question.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
He is the questioner.
He is the question.
Always works out.
Yep.
That's the other kid that. So is the kid shooting us or are we shooting the kid? Those are two different kids.
Just a bunch of kids.
Or are they Brock? Oh man.
Somebody on the OK Buddy chicanery subreddit made a post where it's like, I am the real Brock, AMA. And then the only and he made his username that, and then his profile icon, that picture of Brock. And every single response he gave was, I can't speak English, sorry. Every time someone asks a question.
Oh boy.
I am the real Brock.
I am the real Brock.
Who saw the TF2 case for the Steam machine?
Oh.
What?
The TF2 case for the Steam machine.
It's not gonna be Half-Life
Like
3,
a-
you stupid bastard.
It's like a cube, the Steam machine, and you can
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
off the front of it and like the panel and like customize it because you can
Oh.
switch out the parts like inside it. They
Oh,
said,
let's play Deadlock on this thing.
dude, for real.
Honestly, not a bad little machine. Someone said it's about as powerful as a PS5, and that's pretty alright still, so.
Well, it's like it's like a console PC, and then they
Yeah.
make it so you can take it open and then switch out the parts if they go bad.
Yippee.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
PS5.
Good old consumer-friendly Valve, not
it's just,
publicly owned yet.
it's just a heavy holding a balloon like Banksy.
That's good.
Wow.
image.
That's
That's
pretty
good.
alright. You know,
Funny.
that's TF2 content in 2025, so I'll take it.
I love it.
Hey, all the gaming leak subreddit keeps saying Valve isn't done yet. They're not done yet. So there's, you know,
They're not done
something
yet,
along-
man.
something's on the way.
Okay,
Something
Deadlock
wicked
is
this
on
way
the way.
comes.
just
Pulverized
found
into a
cold
million
storage
pieces.
in
Another billion years of Deadlock.
Yeah.
Good.
Yippee, yay.
You all
Got a new map.
make it to the gates of Riddock. Poggers.
Yeah.
Back again.
Dude. I should have been
Pull
doing
up
this.
that map.
I'm pulling it up.
Pull
Activate.
up that damn map for us.
Activate
Activate.
Riddock.
Yeah, I've been here before.
Activating Riddock.
The burst.
Oh.
Yeah, let's get on the burst to get at. Maybe the burst can point us to another planet. Think about it.
I'm not riding the burst to another planet. I didn't like riding the burst that one other time to the mountain.
What's Sumia's escape velocity?
it is.
Steven, I know you thought of this.
I have calculated it. It's about the size of the moon, so it is.
Oh.
It's not as much as Earth's. It's not as much as Earth's. So, or not the moon. Pluto.
Then why is our gravity approximately normal to Earth gravity, Steven? Why are we jumping?
not.
Because your
It's not
bodies
what
are
it is
just used
not.
to it, dude. Your bodies are just used to it, dude.
Dense core.
Yeah.
You all make it.
That's
to,
where all the Alkasan shit is. It's in the core.
You all make it to the gates.
Hollow
of-
Sumia theory.
Hollow Sumia. You all make it to the gates of Riddock. The northern gates, they let you right on in. They know who you are. You all have medallions from Riddock, I'll say, as you're walking through the streets. Just as
We got the
as
keys to the
flavor,
city.
you all are recognizable as a group, right? Individually, maybe not so much for some of you, but you all are pretty recognizable. So there are Evidently- there are people that come up to you, want to give you some things, sign some
No.
things. Some people, it is evident as you're kind of walking down these streets, you start to see kind of Riddock guards kind of start to follow
man.
alongside you, not like behind you, but like almost as like just in case anything goes down. You got your own security detail. It is very evident that you all have entered the streets of Riddock. And I will say, switch the music as well.
Do we have a
I'll
minute to like chatter about it as we're walking in?
Yeah, absolutely. You can talk
Yeah.
before you get to this person.
I will like turn to you guys and I will say, as flattering as this is, it could cause some undue attention.
It's kind of annoying. I didn't
I
think.
don't want these guys around.
Go.
Don't I
Leave
said,
us.
let's not make a scene and ruin our popularity
It's
now.
kind of.
We can have a conversation with the head of the guards. I'm sure they can display.
Vita is a pretty good natural deterrent. You could just
Yeah.
kind of let him go.
No, I don't want to let Vita go. We should save that for our worst enemies.
You can have a word with the guards, kind of as they're passing by. They start to get a little bit tighter around you. I'll say that, and you get a little bit less visitors. I'll say you all notice that some people that are in robes, kind of like robes that appear to be like they are from you all have seen before, actually, after speaking with Chames a previous time, from the Kunkal temple. Some people seem to have come up to, it's like they've heard as you've getting closer to the Tents of Luck, like they're going to try and come talk to you, maybe try and recruit you into some of their efforts, but they get quickly shooed away by some guards as you make your way to the streets, through the streets to the northern docks, and I'll drag you all to the Tents of
Get us
Luck,
over there.
where you know
Oh God!
Take us
God, just
to
pick me
those
up! Oh God!
that you
Take me to
know
those tents.
where you know
It's so funny
that
watching us like
James
slowly
is.
scroll over this giant
Yep.
map.
This is multiple miles that you all are walking. You
It
make
ain't
it to the
nothing.
Tents of Luck. It's around 4 to 5 p.m. It's kind of getting bumpy. You see people doing various tricks, card tricks, juggling, fun little games for the family. It's very much a very nice carnival atmosphere here.
Can I rate the skill of the
I'll-
card tricks?
I'll be
that pass
honest.
by?
I don't really like the vibe of this place. It kind of feels cheap and forced.
Yeah.
It's kind of detestable, to be honest.
Yeah.
I think one of our old
Soul
members
of
used to think
Alden.
that. I think
That's the guy that died on that
maybe you're
table.
kindred spirits, the two of you.
No, I don't. That guy kind of.
No, I don't think so. I don't think that's true.
Steven, I do want to judge how good their card tricks are.
Be
Give me
associated.
an esoteric check.
Yeah, I freaking would like to.
Since it's kind of related to cards.
I'd freaking like to, Mr. GM.
I'll say
23.
that there are some people that are like fast food worker, like this is just kind of their job and they've learned the basics, right? And they're not the best. But the people that are really popular, they're
Nothing wrong
doing some flip a card in the air, it does a figure 8 in the air and then lands back into their hand. There's some people that are obviously
They're moving different.
At one point, we're having a
experts.
conversation back and forth, and you guys say something and expecting me to respond. I don't respond. One of you turns around. You see him about 15 feet back.
Jingle keys.
I'm looking at one of the card tricks, and you see I'm kind of miming it with my hands. I turn around.
Seven cards.
Shut the fuck up!
Shut up! Stephen and I have been mired in the 6-7 for the past
Yes.
5 days. Okay, we need
Yep.
freedom.
LaFleur, that robot of that guy is terrible.
KV Lane. The machine, the eternal KV Lane contraption.
I
What
catch
is
back
the
up
difference
to you
between the
guys.
machine and the man at this point?
Nothing.
I catch back
Same
up to you
motion.
guys and say that was actually a really impressive card trick. I keep walking.
You can get.
I don't know if
I
I could
appreciate that you like it, but I'm kind of locked in right now.
We have card tricks at home.
With
Yeah,
card
I
tricks.
don't care about the cards.
Now that we're here, I'm kind of feeling the pressure. Like we gotta go see Chames like right now.
Oh yeah, I want to spend as little time in this place as possible. Unless it's at the Tents of Luck, I might enjoy it.
Well, what if we? So I have a question. Well, I guess we've only talked. Well, I'm talking to the group. Just
Not
Yep.
you,
Maybe-
Steven.
Okay, yeah, no,
shut
that's
the
Get out of here,
fuck
God.
up, man. Shut the fuck
I'm
up.
getting a glass of wine. Who cares?
Do you think if we bring this up, like, do you think you can trust James? They gave you the A word stuff, so they must kind of know about it, but like,
Mhm.
Well, I mean, I don't know if
Oh.
like trust is a strong word. But
do you want them
We
to
don't-
be involved? I guess we have no choice.
I don't
They
think
are
they want to
involved.
be. They are.
Like
Yeah.
in I can trust that their knowledge is there because they have shown time and again they've known about this stuff long before we have, and they've been hinting and cutesy little one-liners at us. So I don't think that they're gonna join another little crusade, but I think that they clearly
What
know
is a
more than we do.
crusade?
While we're talking, I
Something you're-
quickly look left,
no.
right, make sure no one's listening in on us.
Why do I know that word?
I don't know what I'm saying.
What did I do in
We can.
my past life?
I agree, Felix. Trust is a strong word, but
Yeah,
James already knows about these things in some capacity, for certain. And we need information. Should we show all of our cards to them? No, I think not. But that we have seen more crystals, and that we are looking for them, and perhaps that we encountered extra planet. I don't know if I would know that word, if that's even a word in this world. Extraplanetary rocks. I think we can bring those things up without tying it all.
Yeah, besides
yeah.
we don't have like any other option, so
Yeah.
no one else knows about this the way Chames does.
Well,
I'm
I think
not
it
worried
would be
about
good
James.
to have a rough plan of what we want to bring up and what we want to ask before we get in. Above board,
we
I
probably
think
should
our
have
plan
talked
was-
about this on the
You could have
ride
talked about
over.
it before. You've had 4 days to get
We
here.
did talk about it.
I'm going
Okay,
to assume
fellas, what are we gonna ask this damn Kitsune?
we didn't have any plans so far besides just go talk to him about it, right? I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't remember. any
Let's
questions.
peruse the leads channel and see what we might wish to share. There's a lot in there. I guess our leads are, among other things, the destroy your brain tadpole crystal. There's that for sure, for certain. There's the book. There's Gatch.
I mean, we just know we know about the crystals now. We know all the colors. We know that there's 12. We know there's different
Translate the
planets.
book.
Like
Know
we
the
can
language.
read it now. Like I think we just know way more than we did when we last spoke to Chames.
I
You're
think-
aware of the Phantom Zone place you went to?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's also good for us to what do we just vibes wise, are we just trying to be like, hey James, check this out, because that's fine, or do we have a specific set of questions, or do we want to kind of steer this into a, hey James, what do you think we can do?
I was
about
thinking
the
like,
imminent
hey
end of the world?
James, we're finally up to more of the speed that you've
Yeah.
hinted at us, and you've teased us, and you've given us these little lines and little phrases in a language that we, whatever. Now we know way more, and we're here maybe to talk a little bit more for real about
And
this kind of stuff.
what does that mean?
Even if we go in and just say that, hey, does the word Talcris crystal mean anything to you? That might, get their attention.
What do they know? They clearly know stuff about Alkasan things.
The weirdest thing about Chames, I'll say, that you all know, is that they said they were from the planet Atoli, which you've only seen in a Legends book that is impossibly old, a reference to another planet. So that's probably the weirdest thing about Chames. Now, Chames certainly does know how to read Alkasan. Seems like they know that. So I'll say, just from a Chames specific perspective, you can ask whatever the fuck you want about, Talker's crystals and all that. But from a Chames specific thing, they're the only ones who have ever brought up another planet. They're the only ones who seem to know how to read Alkasan. So knowing what the fuck that's all about.
You should ask him what the other planet has to do with the crystals, because it keeps coming up.
Yeah.
I think we should try to, honestly, I don't think we should, I don't see James as adversarial, but I'm also still pretty cautious of
Kind
them.
of a little asshole.
I think we should go in there with some really short, terse, and strong indication of what we know, and basically say, cough up more knowledge, and not as a threat, but just hey, it could be as simple as hey, we can read Alkasan now. We know what the Tulkris crystals are. We know you know. We want to know what you know. And I think if we even want to sprinkle, we're trying to get to the bottom of this and figure out why this is happening. Tell us what you know. I think that's probably a fine walking of the line between like being conversational and being just a little bit threatening, just enough to make them know we mean business and we shouldn't be fucked with.
The business. Okay, yeah.
Lovely.
So yeah, we walk in. We know what Talkless crystals are. We know how to read allocation. We're trying to get to the bottom of this and solve it. We want to know what you know.
Sounds
Let's
good.
do it.
I'll say
Who wants to lead?
you all are walking through
The conversation, that is. Who wants to lead?
Oh
Who wants
shit.
to- I can do it, but I'm happy to cede it to someone else.
want Vita to do it.
I don't.
Me.
Does Vito want me to do it?
I don't. About
I think you just kind of be able to, navigate his bullshit. So
We'll work.
One
We'll,
vote,
we'll
Vita.
work. We'll work.
I respectfully disagree.
Not
I respectfully
two.
disagree.
Let's just work together. Let's
Yeah,
just
can
walk.
do it as a
We've been
group.
out here for about 10 minutes, standing outside Chames'
Yeah.
tent.
We're
Can we
whispering.
Let's
talk
go
as a
huddled.
inside.
We're
collective
huddling and
four?
You've
whispering.
done that. I'll say as you're walking up to the tent, you've all discussed this beforehand. Walking up to the tent, you see that Chames, maybe about 30 feet ahead of you as soon as you turn a corner. You see, in kind of somewhat of a crowd of people. He's kind of talking to some people. You see that Chames, once again, this 8-9 foot tall kitsune figure, fox face, kind of claws for hands, these tails behind them that are just ever flowing, 10, 11 feet in the air, kind of moving back and forth, multiple tails, wearing this beautiful kind of purple and light blue robe. And as you kind of turn the corner and you start to kind of walk up to them, you see their back is kind of turned to you, and you see their head go up, and then they look around over their shoulders straight at you all. And you see a smile goes across their face as they turn their body towards you, completely disregarding whoever they were talking to before. And
Alright.
One of their
starts to-
tail whaps them. Get out of here!
Starts to walk towards you, and they say, as they approach, they say, storm hunters, it is good to see you. I sensed you all enter the town. It pleases me for you all to be here. Do you wish to speak to me?
I'll step
Yep.
forward unless anyone else is trying. I will smile, nod, and I will look around. How close are people behind James? Just to kind of get a read of everyone else in this.
They are like probably 10 feet away. Like there's people
Okay.
around, but he's
Can we
not
go back
speaking
in your
loud.
tent,
You say that?
James? Yeah, can we go in your tent?
He kind of his eyes
Or are you busy?
raise a little bit, and he says, "They say, we can speak somewhere private if you'd like." And you see a smile, and you can see just the rows and rows of these sharp teeth.
I guess I
as-
would like that, yeah.
a smile.
Yeah, man, I'd love to be in private with the creature.
Sure.
They kind of move their hand, and they just turn around and just start walking away, assuming you all
Yeah.
will follow.
I will say this is a private matter, and I will follow.
Then you all eventually get to
Get
kind
out of here,
off-
everybody!
off
Scram!
of- off
Out.
of this massive big top tent that the main performances are on. There's kind of a side area. They kind of walk around it a good 100 feet, and then there's just this small little wooden, almost shack looking place. As they open the door, they kind of walk in. Again, they're just walking ahead of you all, haven't really spoken to you all on the way there. And they open the door, and it's this 10 foot by 10 foot, super small, wooden shack. And Turlon, instantly, you recognize this place. You have seen this place in a dream where you oversaw a conversation between Chames and Mary Perlatot, speaking about, Mary Perlatot was asking about, some help with some 10 cut stuff, which Chames seemed to know some
Yep.
about.
Yep.
And
Yep.
you enter the space, and you see it's this small area, and you see Chames's tails as they walk in kind of move to grab these various chairs and kind of scoot them towards them. As they walk in and they get to the corner where their desk is, and they sit down into this wooden chair as they turn around, and they kind of gesture for you to sit. And excuse me.
Sit.
You all sit.
I'll pull a chair up to kind of just up a little closer, and then sit in the chair in front of them.
I'll say they, as you all enter, before one of you is about to go and close the door, you see that a tail of theirs kind of reaches over across the room and goes to close the door as you all enter. And James kind of has a grin on their face as they say, as you all are getting settled in, they say, "It is delightful to speak to you all. Before we get into questions, I don't want to impose, but I have a question myself, if you all are willing to answer. If not, that is fine. But I'd like to ask it before you all ask as many questions as you wish."
I'll turn around and
it depends on the question, I guess.
Sure.
Go ahead.
They kind of smile once again, showing their teeth. They kind of shine, even though there's only candlelight in here. They shine with this white light a little bit. They say,
bread.
they say, that is fantastic. My question is, what is your all opinions on the deities? And you see they kind of, their eyes flash a white for just a moment, and they say, I sense you all have amulets that block divine vision. I have something similar myself, so we are safe from prying eyes and ears.
Well, I mean, the amulets kind of tell you what you need to know.
Except Kahar. I love Kahar.
Kahar can stay.
So you all are
fans?
I speak over Chames. Stephen, you tell me if my voice is able to talk over James's voice, but I say
they allow you to
relatively
speak.
forcefully, well, I'm beginning to grow tired of, to be honest. They've been in the way much more than they've been helpful in what we've been doing. And I turn to the rest of us.
Kahar.
Except Kahar and the Ultra Priest, but yeah.
The Ultra Priest.
There are some good ones. But they're not the ones we're afraid of.
Those are one of the good ones.
How do you feel about him, Fox?
You can't just say that to him.
We've answered that question. I think we should dive into our question.
They nod as you all answer these questions, and they say, I agree. I am not a fan of them either. It is so interesting how the people of Sumia, I understand the fear of them, for they are powerful, but the reverence for some. There is a farmer, for instance, that looks up to the god of soil, as if the god of soil cares about them. I think to myself that, well, the gods are just like you and me, just with a little too much power in their hands.
Do you have gods on Atoli?
Oh man.
They kind of cock their head and they say, no, we did not have any deities when I was on Atoli.
How long ago was that?
They kind of sigh as they look kind of off in the distance. This whole time they were kind of staring at each one of you. But now this is the first time they kind of look off a little bit and they say, a long time ago.
While he looks away.
Paralyzed.
They look off and they say, far before the deities.
I'm going to
okay.
Okay.
I thought you were going to say something else.
No.
I'll go. I will lean in. We've been traveling a little bit, and our travels have brought us to an understanding of Alkasan, how to read it, the Talker's crystals, and various other things related to these matters, as well as the very real possibility that you were telling the truth when you said you lived on a different planet or came from a different planet.
You see
We're
their
trying to get to the
eyebrows.
bottom of this,
you
and
go
we
for
want
it.
to know everything you know.
What? Well, to narrow it down, James, what happened to Atoli? Why are
Yeah.
you the only one we have ever met that knows about this place?
And it's erased from history, mostly.
Yeah, pretty much.
They kind of look to all of you, and you all saw that their eyebrows raised at the mention that Atoli, you all have seen Atoli at a different place. And they say, I will be happy to answer. And they kind of lean forward, and you see their clawed hands kind of wrap into each other, and they say, but you all saw Atoli somewhere else?
That's
We
right.
saw something that proved to us that it was possible that you could have come from a different planet. Rocks.
Terlinda. Ever heard of Terlinda?
They look right
forgot
at you,
about that.
Vita, and they
There's
say,
that too, yeah.
Terlinda, yes, I have heard of this other planet as well. And you see that a smile kind of goes across their face. And before it was a very creepy smile, but this time it almost seems like intrusively genuine, like it's almost reflexive, whereas before it kind of was this weird, like,
That's
in
frightening
response
because
to
now all the other smiles are fake.
Well,
They're like, oh,
I
that's
mean-
what the real one looks like.
Yeah,
Oh,
they-
fuck.
They look up and they say, good times. I am willing to share with you all, for you all have saved so much of the Tilky Forest. And
That's like G-Man.
it is fascinating. That's a huge inspiration for the way that they speak. They say, and it is so fascinating that you all speak of Talker's crystals, Alkasan, things I have not thought about in a long time. Well, they kind of pause for a moment, and they say, I was from a planet named Atoli a long time ago. There were many of people like me from this planet, but we were, well, I say we, but really I mean our representative was tricked by who you all now call the First Order deities. We were under the impression that Alkasa, and they kind of pause and they look at all of you to see if there's any recognition there.
I will not try to stifle.
I
my
recognize
reaction,
it from.
which I'll raise my eyebrows.
They say,
book, right?
Yeah, it's from the book. It's the
Yeah.
creator of the universe.
Yeah.
They pause and they say, Alkasa was going to destroy our planets. They convinced our representative of this, and some of the planet, to go within Alkasa to try and destroy it from within. I was not as foolish to believe this, but once the trick had been played, our planet, they'll say, it was easy for our planet to be overpowered by the First Order deities, as you all know them. I do not know what happened to the planet, unfortunately. I hope it still exists. I hope some of my people are still there. But they kind of look down at the ground.
Yeah.
They look at you, Felix.
That's heavy.
And they say, they look at you, Felix, and they lean back, and then they look at you, Vita. And they say, I had a very similar experience to what you experienced, Vita. And they kind of move their hand on the desk in front of them. You see this minor image of just this white plane. Just this white glowing plane with just kind of this black sphere
You were there.
on top of it. And as soon as you say that, Vita, they say, they kind of do a half grin and they say, yes, Vita, I was there. I was there far longer than any of the people that you had met. Perhaps those that have returned. I was there for... They kind of cock their head. An unknown amount of time. Far
How'd
before
you
there
get
were
out?
deities. That is a mystery I still am trying to solve myself. There was a man. My memory is hazy, but I was brought back here to, well, Sumia. And they kind of glance around generally. A place I had never been. I think it is by design that my memory is hazy. That man must have done something to me. But he brought me back. All I remember is he was older, and a powerful arcanist. They brought me back. He said it was random, that I was drawn from all of the people that were beyond Alcasa. Well, I was brought back, and then suddenly I was in the Tilky Forest. I made my way here, and it was at the beginning of what I guess you all call this era. It's not something that I am afforded, like you all. They kind of glare at each of you, not like intently, but just kind of they lower their eyelids and they say, you all, from what I understand, know what day of the era it is, yes?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They shake their head. I do not get afforded that luxury, but I understand that it comes from the First Order deity, and because of that, I am thankful I do not know the day. But I believe it was at the beginning of this era. I found the town of Riddock, and through my... And they kind of pause for a moment as they look at each of you. Talents. I was able to create the Tents of Luck and get a piece of the power here.
No. It was probably the Dark One that sent you here, just to clear that up. And the second thing is, it was day one of this era. Are you saying that you might be immune to the memory powers, the First Order deity?
They kind of shake their head and they say, I do not know what day it was. It was near the beginning of the era.
Damn.
I do not know if I am immune to this memory wipe that you all seem to experience. But they kind of look at you, Vita, for like a second or two as they pause. It is odd to me that I returned from the same place as you, Vita. They kind of hold up their hand, their white claw. And I am not discolored in any way.
Did you... I have a question.
Do
you remember your time while you were stuck in that other dimension? That other plane?
They grin a grimace. They grimace, and they say, yes,
Grimace.
I remember every moment.
Well, that's awful. Well, so when you were there, did you meet other people trapped in the realm? And do you remember where they were from?
They look at you, Vita. I did meet a few bugs, as you put it. There, I met, maybe over my time, thousands of individuals.
Oh my god.
Most were from other planets similar to my time. But closer within time, I met people like you, Vita. They kind of cock their head. A place called Sumia. I had never considered why this one planet would be continuing on while the others, from a time far before, or a time that I was tricked into coming to that place. But people like you, Vita, that were banished simply from being on Sumia, they spoke of deities. I had never heard of such deities. They spoke of eras, things I had never heard of. I must have been there for thousands of years, at least.
Jesus.
Years. Uh-oh.
What does that mean? How long is a year?
See, they
How
smile
many
a bit.
days?
I understand. You all do not need years. Roughly 400 days, from what I can assume. There are
Wow.
a lot of traditions that occur here in Sumia that are on the scale of a year, but I
Oh, there's the
understand.
solstice in the Watat Empire.
They kind of nod their head. The seasons follow it. It seems to be, but it is not common here anymore to use such a time frame.
Okay. So for some reason, and out of all the people you met from all those different planets, Sumia was the only one not to use years.
The people who were from Sumia after we were all
What
tricked.
the hell's wrong with us?
Are you
Are you
implying
saying that
that?
they used years before you were tricked? Yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of lean back. What you all understand as Alkasan was the language that I spoke for much of my life. I have been told by some that I speak strangely, but it is mostly because I learned what you all call common, much, much later. See,
Wait,
there
you learned
was
Alkatian here in Sumia, or it was your hometown?
my planet and, well, many planets. Interplanet language was Alkatian. It is how we spoke to one another. And everyone used years. There were no things like eras. There were no deities, first order or otherwise. It was. They kind of pause and they look off like into a corner. A simpler time. A better time, in my opinion. But they kind of look around. I've made something for myself, at least, here. And it pleases me. They look to the four of you, that there are people out there trying to look into why things are being brought back.
Okay, this is Dylan. Do we
Hey,
do we
Dylan.
know
They don't.
do we know from any of the readings and shit? Because he said Sumia was something he didn't recognize. Do we know what this planet used to be called? Or no?
He wasn't
Or did I
confused
interpret
by
that wrong?
he wasn't confused by Sumia. He was confused why Sumia, of all planets,
Was
like
still going.
people like yeah, it seems like Sumia continued to go.
So is he
Whereas
implying that the whole planet of Atoli was put behind the barrier, like physically? Like
Well,
the whole
he's
planet is gone?
not
He is
just
not
that
sure.
one, other planets too.
It almost sounds more like we were put inside the barrier.
Yeah. Yeah, like I mean it's like he's meaning like a physical sense, like that like he truly is like they got tricked and they're gone or something, or did he mean like
Well, he probably didn't know, right? He said he wasn't sure what had happened.
They
He says they're hope they're still alive. So
what they said is that there were a bunch of planets, right?
right?
And there were planetary representatives, at least for
Mhm.
Atoli, that were convinced that Alcasa was going to destroy all planets by
try it.
whoever the first order deities were beforehand.
Yes.
And like half the planet was convinced that they had to go within Alcasa to destroy it from within.
Okay.
Trying to figure out a proper way in world to ask if he lived in a sci-fi or a fantasy setting.
Literally, that's what I'm trying to ration out here. Okay, I guess I'll ask Chames.
Yep.
And you can just tell me if he already kind of said this.
Sure.
So, you don't. Do you remember going into the barrier? The start of that process? Were
They
you
nod their
alone?
head.
Like, what happened?
Once the planetary representative had convinced much of the population of Atoli to go within the barrier. A means that was provided by, well, you all call them the First Order deities, but we knew them as the Quaternia. 4 individuals who were very powerful, but
We've seen
were
that
just
before.
a piece of the puzzle of all of the various planets within this realm. They were convinced to go into Alkasa. And once they were gone, they kind of look up. It was only moments after they had left. And they pause, and it's genuinely like they're looking off in the distance, and probably like for like 5 to 10 seconds, unless someone says something, they just kind of staring there blankly, like lost in thought. They kind of shake their head. Well, it was only moments after that Quaternia came to our planet and banished all of us beyond the Alkasan Barrier.
Oh.
I do not know what happened to my planet. I do not know what happened to others. What I spoke to from the people beyond that barrier, it seems like something similar happened to them. But the people of Sumia, they kind of looked to you all. For some reason, they continued. They started speaking about deities. They started speaking about eras. I don't know what the Quaternia did.
Sucks.
But
This is I'm tracking.
Makes
I'm
Vita
getting an
really
idea.
angry. The thought of pretty much
So
innocent
A bunch of
people.
planets got genocided.
can I just
Yeah.
check in to make sure I understand so we're on the same page about what happened, or what Chames has said?
go for it.
Chames was chilling, and as a planetary representative, there was some sort of interplanetary contact between various planets. There were powerful beings that weren't considered gods in the sense that we think of gods, but were quite powerful. Then they got tricked to go into something. The rest of the gods got tricked to go into something, and then the Quaternia sprung a trap on them, banished all the planets, maybe at once or one at a time, beyond some sort of barrier at which they couldn't get through, and then have just kind of created their own
Universe.
simulacrum of a world inside the barrier, and that is Sumia. Am I tracking what you guys are tracking?
Yep, that's yep.
Well, I don't know if we're inside the barrier. It
Yeah.
seems like he tricked
Yeah.
most of them to be willing to go into it, and then the
Mm.
remnants, they banished themselves. Maybe they didn't have enough power to do it to everybody, and then now that everyone's gone, and they pushed them through the barrier,
They can do whatever
they're
they want.
left, and then now they're like, "Look at us, we're the rulers of the world." And now when anything slips through, they get really pissed off about it because that can expose them for what
I
they
guess
did.
I guess I'm trying to think of the conceptualize right now. We don't know much, but like if you look at my, I don't know if you can see my webcam, but I'm thinking like, is it like
Oh.
there's a barrier and there's one side and another side and infinite out, or is there a circle barrier in which there is Sumia and everything is outside of it, or circle barrier inside of it is all the stuff and Sumia is outside.
I was
I
thinking,
imagine it might be like a Venn diagram where there's a very, very, very thin layer of overlap.
Mm.
And Chames also said that the representative was tricked to go into Alcasa is like the over god, right?
Yeah.
Or is that a
but
planet?
I'll say, based off Vita, I'll say, based off that document that I sent of what was the beginning of time,
yeah,
or the Alkasan stuff. Let me make sure
I have
know
it.
this. You have it?
Let me
Does it
paste
say
in
anything
first.
about Alkasa and the physical
Yeah,
form of
the
it being
first
so
line
expansive?
is it says Alcasa is an entity that was
Okay.
alone in space, and then
So based off
time
of the
comes
book
on.
that you all read, you know that that Vita read, you know that Alcasa is kind of, if you want to think of it like the god of time, if you want to think of it like that, right, is an entity that is expansive. I'll say if you all go to art.
So yes, sir.
Hey, Art.
What's gonna happen if we go to art?
Hey,
Hey,
Art.
Art.
Man, how fucking far
I
back
just
was
went to
this?
art, and now I'm fading into a new barrier. What's happening here?
Guys, I'm on the other side. Guys, Guys,
Forgot about the Vita Rogue's Ball Cyclops drawing. Okay.
Yeah, I've replied to an attachment. This is just something we're connecting here. I've
Okay.
replied to
the
an attachment
connector.
in Discord. Here we are.
Oh, those circles.
And what you
Oh.
all see is a picture. And you see kind of this line at the top, right, in this drawing, and there's a whole bunch of circles. This page talks about realms. And it talks about, what you all read from Vita is talking about Alkasa. It appears like Alkasa is such a large entity that it defies space. And so because of that, being the Alkasan Barrier, if you are within Alkasa, it just means you're on the other side. There are the realms on one side of Alkasa. And Alkasa created fucking everything. And then there's the other side where there's just fucking nothing. It seems
That's
like
where Alcasa is.
that top line is Alkasa. And the other side of it, the Alkasan Barrier, is just where fucking nothing is.
And
It's hard for my brain to conceive, which is.
sorry, I was being attacked by drowsiness
point,
earlier, so I
yeah.
do apologize.
Yeah.
So Chames was saying that the ambassador was tricked to go into it, so across the wall, essentially, to kill it. Did I hear that correctly?
I'll say if you ask that question of James, or to
Felix will
clarification.
ask. Yeah, is for clarifications. Like, did I hear you right, James? They were gonna kill Alcasa.
The Quaternia if it must have been for hundreds and hundreds of years, slowly convinced everyone that Alkasa was going to destroy all of the realms, start over. Everything that Alkasa had built was going to redo it all. And the only way to get rid of Alkasa was to go within it, kill its heart, is what they repeated for many, many years. Because of that, many people were convinced, not all, but many people were convinced to join the fight to defeat Alkasa. But it was all a trick. Soon as they were sent within the Alkasan Barrier, or beyond the Alkasan Barrier, within Alkasa, the rest of us were easy to clean up.
Why didn't Alcasa do anything about this? I mean, it didn't notice everyone going into its void body, and what? Why did it make everything just to?
They shake their head and they say, I do not know if Alcasa even thinks, or has feelings, or even has the capacity to redo or feel.
This is fucking big, man.
But
Kind of, not to compare it. I don't like the whole it's just like, but you're talking.
It's
that
just
this
like
is-
Thing.
This is less like a Greek god that can come down and interfere with the world, and more like it's kind of like something out of Cthulhu mythos, where it's just so disconnected from anything you can
Yeah.
conceive that it's
More of
almost
an
more of a
idea.
concept.
Existence is a dream that an elder being is currently having for eons.
It's more of like a concept than it is an actual entity.
based on the book that you all read, The Beginning of Time, it's straight up said in a sentence. It is indeterminable how long Alcasa existed alone. It is just
Good.
Alcasa was a thing, and then it created realms, and it's like you don't even fucking know if it can think.
How do you even kill that?
So this is years back in us playing. We found out in the first time we were in Riddock that Kosa was sealed in the Alkasal barrier. Boom, my head explodes. Right, Steven?
What happened is, you all know, it's a general fact that Kosa, one of the First Order deities, after the second era of Kosa, where Kosa kind of fucking took over everything, which we all played as a one-shot. Hey, YouTube, go check out the freaking,
Okay.
one-shot.
All right.
Plug that
Okay.
shit.
You all saw the beginning of the Kosa era, but the second era of Kosa, when that ended, Kosa was banished beyond the Alkasan Barrier, which, is assumed that, based off of what Kahar says, he can't even feel Kosa anymore. So he thinks that Kosa's fucking dead. Like, which would
Yeah,
make
I feel
sense
like
now that
now
kind of
we
what you're
know.
hearing. Like, Kosa's
Yeah.
probably like enemy number one in the Alkasan Barrier. So if anyone finds Kosa, if they're able to, they're probably going to try and kill
Yeah,
him.
they're gonna
this guy,
dogpile him and
right?
kill him.
So there's that element that's now kind of dawning on you all. But yes, Kosa is banished beyond the Alkasan Barrier. Alkasan Barrier
They sent him
is
to prison
known
and he
to-
got fucking jumped.
Yeah,
I'm bringing
Alkas-
that up because I feel like that's insane. That this whole plan with the barrier had to do with these 4
yeah,
deities,
Quaternium.
and then it ended up that one of them got
Mhm.
shoved into it. Like,
Yeah,
I
go
don't know
for it.
how
What
you would
do you
say
ask?
it, but I guess
Yeah, what do you
I
ask?
guess like, do you know about the one that's in there? Like, does that mean anything? Like, now that we know that they're all probably alive in there, like, what does that mean?
You know, he
Kinda.
just said his name once and it exploded us.
I'm not doing that.
They kind of nod their head and they say, "Yes, I understand that there was 4, and now there are only 3 after, well, one of them made a fool of themselves. But I will say, if they were sent there, if I could get my hands on a deity," and they kind of pause for a moment, "or if any of the people that I had met and were tricked, I don't think that they would last long there. Now, why were they sent there? Probably because the rest of these First Order deities knew that it's a place that they could not come back from. That is why they had to trick everyone to go within it."
Could other people come back?
They kind of
Like, did the people that were going to go there to kill it have an escape plan?
They kind of sigh and they say, "From what I remember, the gates were supposed to stay open that the Quaternia provided.
There's gates.
They had created gates for all of the people of the planet to go into Alcasa to kill it. But as soon as everyone was in, the Quaternia closed those gates and descended upon us. The only way I know of to get people back from the Alkasan Barrier is to bring them back through an arduous ritual. Now, I was brought back this way by some man, but the memory of him has been quickly made fuzzy. I do not know who it was or why it was me, but it is possible." And they kind of gesture to you, Vita. You were brought back, for instance, yes?
Mm-hmm. But I don't remember anything about before I was in there. It's like I'm a new person.
Well, you think you were brought back by the Dark One who was within the Alkasan Barrier.
Right. I was sent out by the Dark One in there.
Wait, so someone on this side summoned you, Chames?
Yeah, is that what you're saying? A ritual here?
Yes, there is someone
fuck.
here that brought me back. They said it was random. Could have been anyone. But I have not
We have
seen...
to figure that out.
I have not seen anyone else like me. And I have not been able to locate this individual. Or
Do you
I would
remember
like to...
where you were? Sorry to interrupt you, but do you remember where you were when you were summoned?
They shake their head and they say, "I wish I knew. I was underground somewhere, but I was teleported within the Tilgi forest."
How weak are you, Chames? Could we beat you, or are we stronger than you?
They kind
Can
of
we
tilt
figure
their
this
head.
out?
I put my arm on the table.
Yeah, can you just do this real
Kinda
quick for John?
Do a arm wrestle contest. This is kind of our litmus test.
Yeah.
They say, "I am not..."
Chames fucking flips you.
They start to put their arm forward. "I am not strong in a physical sense," and they grab your hand. "I need you to make a will
Don't
save
be
throw."
humble.
Ooh, that's fun.
That's dirty. That's a low blow, Chames.
The DC is 32. I don't have Chames in
Okay.
Foundry. Oh, damn, almost.
I don't know what I rolled.
You rolled a 30.
You rolled a 30.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Uh,
You need to
You-
do 17 or higher. Fuck.
for 6 seconds, you are stunned. Or for this one round, you are stunned. So, John, you have no actions. And so you feel your body seize up, and you see just in front of you, your eyes, you feel your arm just move down to the other side in an arm wrestle as they win. And then just after just that moment, as soon as they let go of their hand, you are now brought back to your bodily senses, and they say, "But I do have other abilities."
Well, that answers that.
He just zapped me.
Yeah, I can zap someone too. I'm gonna say we're on the same level.
But to answer your question, Vita,
Oh.
it kind of looks to you all. I think you all could beat me if you wanted to. I appreciate
Well,
that you do not.
Probably. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about
I
it.
have a question.
Yes.
So, say you complete that arduous ritual to bring back everybody on the barrier. Where would they end up? Because if these planets are, where are planets?
Yeah, how'd
They
you
kinda-
communicate?
They kind of
Well,
point.
like
Before.
the ceiling, or
Yeah,
I
how do you
can't
go
see
from
them.
planet to planet? Sorry to ask so many questions. It's just a fascinating.
I'm not sorry.
So
Not
can
sorry
you
at
see
all.
them from here? Like, are they looking?
They shake
You know,
their
like-
head. You could not see them. You know, the stars in the sky,
Yeah,
Yes.
I know the
And
stars
you-
in the sky. Yeah,
and you know the sun. Yes,
yeah, I've heard of
Yes.
that. Yeah.
the sun is just a star. So there are other stars
What?
with other places, just like Sumia.
Yeah. Okay,
What?
so wait. So, oh god, oh no.
No,
Oh,
the sun is something different. The sun is something different.
So
Top
why
10
is the
I
Why
know
would,
it's-
moon?
why would he?
Fanboys.
Why would they lie? Why would they lie?
They,
You're
Because
telling me?
there's the sun and the moon is tied directly to a deity because now it's vanished.
Well,
'cause
what's
that
the
one is
difference
mad at us.
between? Do we just call our star the sun because we just think it's special and different?
No,
they
It's
kind of
also
smile,
not bigger.
and
No?
they look at you, Vita, and they say, "There is a goddess of moons, is it? Not moon."
Right.
Don't worry about
Oh.
her.
Uh,
moon's
She hits our ass.
And there
Oh,
are
yeah.
the
Is
Oh, we're not done speaking.
there
James.
is the god of stars. Yes.
Oh my! Wait.
So, but
James.
above board, we've always called that's like to us. That's the god of star, the god of moon.
You all know that the sun is a star, but it's like the god. It's like
It's the best one.
I'll put it this way. The gods' names in Sumia, right, for everyone, right? It's kind of weird, right? Especially with those. Like, for instance, I'll put it this way. I'll say all of you, except for you, Vita, maybe. But all of you have seen at one point in your life some person. You've talked to someone. Don't think of it like a flat earther, but there's like a conspiracy theory that there's people that are like, why is there no god of death? Right?
oh man.
Like, there is no god of death. Like, that's
Never
weird.
thought about that.
Like, there's no god of birth. There's no god of, like, there's some of the gods
Oh, brother.
are really weird. It's almost as if it wasn't divinely decided, and it was kind of just decided by individuals at some point. And so, the god of stars.
Where are we living? Just a
that-
sham, a play of a world?
The god of stars and the goddess of moons has
How
always
meta.
been like a weird thing, but it's not something like you've really thought about. But now hearing this, it's like,
Hey, wait a
holy
minute.
shit, you know, holy shit, wait, what a minute. But
Uh,
they smile and they say, yes, it is a lot, I understand.
Okay.
So how
Uh,
would you? This has nothing to do with anything How did you get between the planets? Was it teleportation?
Good question.
They nod their head and they say, yes, just like the teleportation magic that you can do with on Sumia. assume if you were powerful enough
Guys.
or had a machine powerful enough, as we did,
Well,
you'd be able to go
Huh?
between planets.
What if we
I
found?
doubt.
What if we could figure out?
The ultimate burst.
No, what if we could
The
figure
ultimate
out or find a diagram of the real teleportation circle on the other end?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Teleport into a fucking asteroid in the middle of the void of space.
So,
Our heads
Yeah, how would
explode.
we do that?
so just
Outer-
hypothetical,
outer
like
world
imagine
saving.
if you made a machine that generated enough propulsion that it could create lift. Sorry, anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself.
John, what are those words?
Name him Tesla.
Anyway,
Where did John go to school?
Uh,
He
so
went to
Uh,
community college.
so
he
I have a
says.
question, another question.
Yeah.
So now, what? All these Talker's crystals are seemingly coming from
wait, I have
beyond the
a
barrier.
related question.
Uh.
How did you find other planets? Sorry,
Yeah.
it's a quick one. It's related. How did you find? Yeah, okay, whatever. Make a teleportation circle to who what's it. But how'd you know that who what's it exists?
They
Yeah.
they say I was not old enough to know that. The way of my life
Maybe.
was
That's fucked up.
Maybe
I
Chames.
they say I am only
Baby James.
they say I am only about 100 years, well, to you all, I am only about or 40,000 years or days old, but I spent a significant time in the, beyond the Alkasan Barrier, and time appears to be frozen there. Time doesn't appear to flow there. So, for my species, or for my planet, we were around for, in your time frame, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of days, at least.
Oh my.
So, discovering planets was not something that happened. We just knew, just as you all knew there were deities.
That's great, James. I believe John had a question.
John.
Well, thank you. Stand up, take notes. So my question is, now we have these people coming back, but we also have crystals forming. Not really sure what the relation is there, but apparently we found a big one in the woods yesterday, or and the problem is only three of us, only one of us, Turlon, actually remembers it because apparently it started glowing pink and then just disappeared. I don't know. They can elaborate on it, but
And then it wiped their memories.
And we know the colors relate to different properties. We've learned that from Gatch's book and the volume history we read.
We also saw the pink
Why
flash
is he
over
getting
their...
that dice?
Yeah, I saw that too. There was a pink flash over their eyes when they forgot.
But the crystal was red.
Yeah, they
At
were
least it used
about
to
to
be.
ask.
And then it
they
turned
s-
pink.
They say, I knew of Talker's crystals during my time. It was a form of, I guess you all would call, alchemical arts. And because of that, you could create various potions and artifacts that used these crystals. But it was just as common as iron or steel, as you all would refer to. It was just another resource. Their returns, and they kind of look to all of you, I am not familiar with. Unfortunately, I do not know why they are coming back, just as I do not know why I was brought back. But
Why would they
it
be
does
gone?
please me that they were back. And they kind of look to you, Vita. That is a great question, Vita. What I can
Thank you.
only guess is that it is connected to a time before the deities, and a slight grin kind of crawls, like almost like, like that gif of the Grinch, where like the smile kind of
Grinch.
curls up. They kind of say it could be used to overpower the deities.
So wait, hold on, James. You said you would just find them like a natural occurring resource on Atoli.
They say they all had their own ways of forming. I remember the red crystals, as you say, were formed under extreme heat. You could find small ones every once in a while within a fire pit if you really looked close enough. I remember seeing as a child, but I was never too interested in Talker's crystals.
Okay. So I will turn to the others. Do we think that I don't know about you guys. I was under the impression that like the crystals themselves were crystals before they came over. So they were crystals that got pushed through the barrier and ended up here. Maybe that is not true, and it's more just the energy that makes up those crystals is leaking through.
Well, the
and
shock
then,
crystals.
Yeah, the shock
are-
crystals were created. They were, they were made.
yeah,
Like lightning
so,
strikes here and then they appear, right?
Yeah.
So that's
So that would mean that the energy, because there's more of them, so there must be like some specific or I don't know, special kind of energy that is increasing as more of
leaking.
it passes through the
Must
barrier. Yeah.
must be. Oh, I turn back towards James. So we know about all the Talker's crystals, but we also know that it's not just physical stuff. It's not fire or lightning or water. It's also more conceptual because we found the mind crystals, and we stumbled across. Well, we went to a town, and there was one guy who had a mind crystal growing out of his head, seemingly being controlled by it, trying to put something together. And we've noticed that inside the mind crystals, there's little like white tadpoles, like little
And voices.
Well, not
like
everyone
little men in the
sees them.
sea. But
I see them.
yeah. Do you know anything about that? Are you familiar? I know you said you're not that interested, but
They say I was always told to stay away from mind talkers crystals. They could overpower an intelligent individual.
Good advice.
I believe what you all saw was someone who was overtaken by it. They kind of squint their eyes as it looks like they're remembering. You say that they wanted to put something together. I don't know what that could be, but I do remember that mind talkers crystals seem to have an intelligence of their own. Because of that, they always wanted to grow, become more. They may be referring to this individual just continuing to expand the mind crystal that was out of their head and ever expanded in a conquest to make it bigger.
all right. Sentient rocks. Just add that to the list there.
Fuck it, why not?
Do you think it's bad, Chames, that the 10 cuts might be weaponizing the mind crystals? Or you think
They kind of
This-
look at you, Vita, and they kind of look at you, Turlock.
Did
They
Margaret
kind of-
Thatcher use
Leave me
girl
alone,
power to
man!
fund paramilitary death squads in South America?
I'm not with them anymore.
They look at you, Vita, they look at you, Turlon, and they kind of do a little side smirk, and they say, I do not think it is good for anyone to have these crystals if they do not know how to use them. Which,
what I was thinking.
they kind of look around, I think is everyone on Sumia. So, I like that they are coming back, but I do worry that it will become destructive if not tamed.
Yeah, we saw the guy giving out pink crystals, kind of like a drug dealer.
Kind of. I will say, besides the drugs, kind of worried that there's any of this coming back because we learned that eventually, if the gods find out whatever
We're gonna
amount
kill a lot of people.
ends up here,
Erase
they're
everything.
just going to pretty much wipe the slate clean, tabula
That
rasa.
includes you,
I don't know what that
Chames.
language is, but Yeah, they just basically destroy everything, and then I'll start again, or
including
so.
history, written history.
Again.
So don't get found, Chames, or you're gonna blow this for all of us.
They kind of the whole time they've been like nodding along with everything you said. This time they kind of just started like sitting there looking at you all, and they say, "Not worry, Vita. I will not be found. The gods seem to not be able to see me. But
Tight.
I don't know if they knew about it, if they would destroy everything. They worked
Let
hard.
everyone be happy.
They worked hard to get what they have here now. I don't know if they would want to start again. But depending on what source you heard that from, maybe believe them over me."
I think I will. No offense.
They kind of
need
nod
to-
their head.
You do
Okay,
have
buddy.
okay, that is a good point, James. Like they fought really hard for this stuff, so it wouldn't make sense if they would destroy the thing they obviously put a lot of effort into taking for themselves.
I don't know. These guys kind of seem a little cuckoo, you know. So
Not yet. Not saying there's no risk, but like maybe it's just all. I don't think they'll
Two of
destroy
them?
everything.
Yep, two of
Everything. They just
them?
might kill everybody alive and then start again with as far as the.
James, can we just cut to the chase here? How can we just kill these guys?
What the hell?
It
What?
makes me
Turlon
it makes
bots.
me so angry that they've decided to subject billions of people into that
Didn't know
insane
you knew a number that
prison
high.
that I was in. That's insane.
Or
I feel
at
like
the very least, I want to shed this corporeal form and no longer be under their thumb. So
we
I
have
don't
to
know.
kill them.
Fuck are we talking about? What?
Of the lit, we just killed Gatch for harassing people with animals in a forest.
Okay.
We just found out these 3 people have put
Not
billions
people.
of people in super prison. So
Respectfully, Vida, I kind of like look to James and to Felix.
it's just A to
We
B.
we are in no position to wage war, let alone a battle against the. I look to James Quaternis, that
Quaternia.
the 4 of them who managed to trick the entire known world, according to James, into a prison of infinite suffering.
Well,
There's a
now
lot
that we
more
know the
letters.
trick, it's not going to work on us.
Okay. All right. Well, how would it not work? Using the knowledge we have right now, Vita, how would?
I would not walk through the gate into the barrier because I know it's a hellscape.
Have you
It's a
walked?
good
Okay,
start.
okay. Well, when you went there for a dream, did you walk through a gate?
Well, no, I don't know how I get there in a dream.
So
That's
I
my
don't know how
old
to connect
self.
this for you.
My old self might have walked through a gate, but that's not me. That's a different
Okay.
person.
Vita, at the present moment, we have no chance or let alone ability to fight these things. I mean, maybe someday, maybe if you build up allies and you make a plan, but today, even soon, there's no chance.
Vita, so killing Gatch is A. Vita, you're talking about like Z.
I
Right.
can't just let this go unpunished. It's unspeakable what they've done to.
So Sulon took the moon from us, so we don't have the moon anymore.
That's
That
right.
bitch.
That's fucked up.
That bitch.
So like she's below them. Kahar like broke physics. I don't think I know that term. Kahar did crazy powerful magic to get us there. He's below them. We can't even say their names. I really appreciate genuinely, Vita, I do like the spirit. And like I agree. What they did was
I'm
wrong.
not forgetting this, James.
Why are you looking at Chames? I'm actively speaking to you, man.
This James agrees with me. I'm not looking at you because you don't
I
agree with me.
turn.
Okay, buddy.
Dude,
Okay,
Chames,
buddy.
James is nodding along with Vita says, and James will say,
Huh.
Vita,
so now you agree with Chames?
I share
James is always
your-
right.
I share your sentiment.
Thank you.
but we
On
will
the
need-
ride up here,
And we'll be
Chames,
on our way.
Vita was talking about, I don't know, I don't like this change. Okay, not to throw you
No,
under the bus.
that's not true. That's not true,
It's
Chames.
not exactly wrong.
You turn on a dime.
I am a difficult figure to like, and I understand that.
All right, okay, well now I feel kind of bad. All right,
I
I didn't
like
mean
you,
it like
James.
that.
I'm not saying I like you.
Oh,
Okay, that's awful. That's awfully deep self-understanding, Chase. Go to therapy.
okay, well,
I have had a lot
That was a
of
joke. That was a
time
joke. That
to
was a joke.
think.
Are you? So you're not with me, James. Is what you're saying.
Let James finish, Vita.
If
I raised my voice. I actually raised
Slow.
my voice to
They
Vita.
speak so slowly.
this
Okay,
is not
Vita,
my
some
first
people speak
language.
slowly because they have intentional things to say and they're thought about what they're going to say for more than 1 second
Thank
before
God
they say it.
James has the
He's got-
patience of an angel, because we just keep arguing. Anyway,
They say
what else do they got going on today?
I say they
True.
on the test of luck.
I agree with you, Vita. But us five will not be able to kill the First Order deities. But if we are
Are you in our group now?
No, it's so stupid. You go and you hear, "How about the 6 of us?" And then like,
Alden.
Credits.
they say
Absolute cinema, absolute
Yeah.
cinema.
Alden
They-
will return next episode.
Marvel moment.
they say if you are able to perhaps turn some of the Second Order deities against them using Talker's crystals, well, then maybe that's a different story.
Well, how are we
Mind
supposed to
boggling
stop
that we're talking about this.
We'll workshop it.
Yeah, I.
Oh, I literally do that. I snap my fingers.
I'm stewing. I'm angrily stewing in the background.
I'm usually
We're
pretty
done.
new
It's
stuff,
okay.
so
This
it's
is a
hard to keep
frustrating
track of all this
situation.
stuff.
So
Hey, I mean, in addition to those Second Order guys, there's also back when Vita was, whatever it used to be called, they were aware of
It's outrageous.
Titans, very Titans. Any
Oh yeah.
good point.
Ring any
Any-
bells, James?
Good point, Felix. Or John. Good point, John.
My former
Uh,
self investigated one.
What? I heard.
Okay.
They say Titans, from what I understand, are powerful beings. I was not aware they were on Sumia. That is somewhat frightening.
I
But,
was.
but they did exist in my time, yes. There were many
Can we-
entities like Titans that
Can we use them? Can they kind of be, made woken up to
Were
like?
they
and just
thinking
kinda-
beings?
Can we like use them as like attack dogs or?
they say, from what I remember, they are somewhat like machines. You just have to be powerful enough to control them.
That's the more
Like
frightening answer.
physically?
That's more frightening than anything I could have thought of.
Really stupid question. What other things exist in our world? I know
Fuck.
James is not from our world, but in our modern day Sumia, that could count as a machine. Like what would we use that word to describe? I just want to understand because I, as a player, have a conception of what a machine is.
Yeah,
I wanna make
I'll
sure I
say
understand
I'll say
what
that
James
there
is
are
saying.
like arcane, not like
Like
robots.
automaton?
Yeah, automaton is a good word for it. Like there are,
Catapults, trebuchets,
Yeah, exactly, like-
pulleys.
yeah,
Gangster
exactly. You
mecha.
see the burst. That's a machine. So you can imagine something as big as that. You just have to control it. But they say, that. But from what I understand, there are many things that were before this great trick that have been eradicated. So if there are Titans, those would be a good resource against the deities for sure.
And you say powerful enough, is we talking like physically,
I mean, like
spells,
us.
mentally?
John
They
sprinting in the hamster wheel that is the Titan's heart.
they kind of look to you all, and they say, "From what I understand, and understand, I had never seen a Titan before."
Not until now. And then, yeah.
I think
Number 7.
I think
Yeah.
you all, you all, with all of your effort, could maybe control one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sure we can, James. You know, you knew Sumians before all this trickery, right? The
I
people that
had
lived here.
I had heard of Sumia.
What did they say about us? Are we what were we like back then?
They say, "Hmm,
You are what I would call Hicks.
Go on.
they say,
Nothing good.
from what I remember, the stereotypes about Sumia were
Oh man.
Okay, now
they
you're speaking
were
my language.
they were very
Uh-oh.
physical people and
That's not bad.
were known to
Okay.
build and destroy and control the land around them."
I just had a great idea for a show. Hang on, I gotta write that down.
Do you know someone named Andrew WK? Um. Okay, James.
Okay, it's interesting to hear that. All right.
I just wanted to ask because I was kind of worried that once we go in and we, kill them all or whatever, you're gonna want us to reset everything back to the way it was for your time, and then we'd all be all the culture on this planet all follows the deities. What would happen then if there were no deities? We can't go back, James. You have to understand.
I mean, if we somehow get the power to kill one of these first order deities, respectfully, I don't think we're going to have to do anything that James tells us to do.
Vita's
No
having
offense,
his own
James.
conversation.
I'm just trying to give James a heads up that we're not here to restore.
If they have the power to
Come on.
create stuff, there's the power to like create stuff alongside what they already created. Just because I
We'll get your
broke all my
planet back.
models that made a new one doesn't mean I can't build more models alongside the new one.
We're gonna get your planet back, James. Is what I'm saying. A totally will return.
Yeah, they
Man, what the
they
fuck are you talking about?
they kind of look down
Imagine
as,
some guy
as you're
walking
just
into a
Okay,
business
buddy.
meeting and go,
Okay,
hey, we
buddy.
gotta kill the president. We really need to
What we
we're-
do.
Legally, this is a joke. Legally, this is a joke. You cannot say
Yeah,
that
no
unless
shit.
you inform others that you
It's an
cannot say
example.
that.
Oh my god.
That's
They-
actually a really good analogy.
they
Alex.
they look
like-
down
I
We
know you
gotta
know
commit
that.
a coup, all right, and we're gonna do it. So
they look down
imagine that.
and they say, "Thank you, Vita. I
Video.
I just wish that I could see someone from my planet again."
Hold tight,
Well-
James.
Well, yeah. Well, just wait. Just number 8. So.
James, these people don't believe in me. And
That's
not believing in me means you don't believe in us. I believe in us.
I didn't say that, but okay.
We've done everything we've wanted to do.
What are you
We've killed
talking
everything
about?
we wanted to kill. We're not stopping now. We're gonna go and bring back the Titan, and then we're gonna march it right up to that barrier, and we're gonna smash the gate. And I'm looking around at everybody, the 3 of us, the 3 others. Who's with me?
I'm looking at you.
Yeah,
like,
I got nothing else going on. So.
Well, I'm not a.
Vita, I like your spirit.
You said that already.
I sympathize with your goal, Vida.
I just wanted to remind you.
So what's our goal then? If we're not, what's our goal then?
Is this a
Okay,
James conversation, team?
James,
What,
I'm
yeah.
not looking at James.
He's been the most honest.
So
forthcoming-
they're
Let's just go
fine.
over there. Go over there.
So
Truthfully, I really like Chames, and honestly, my opinion of the Tense of Luck has done a complete turnaround. I like it. I think it's great.
Alden wanted to destroy this last remnant of a culture.
And,
We're gonna have you. We're gonna have you.
and thank God he died. And Chames, has just been really a splendid person. So
I think this points us towards looking into Zelgradris and the Titans
Yeah.
We should
Agreed.
learn more about those now.
At this point, it seems like
Yeah,
we're
that-
just on a this is the big bad evil guy, and we have to slowly solve 18 riddles to get extra power and
Solve
allies
my
to get ready to
puzzles.
I understand that, guys, but I mean, I've made my point pretty clear. What do you guys want to do? Or do you want? Let's say we had the power to kill them. Is that what you guys want to do? What do you want to do?
Vita, this has been such a revelation of knowledge about the facts of the known world. It is extremely difficult to say with certainty anything at the moment.
I can't relate.
What I want is to protect people. So I have this entire time that we have been trying to figure out what exactly the threat is. And we have learned stuff, but I feel that we still do not fully understand the scope of what could happen if we do nothing. It's not going to be good, but we don't know exactly how much it is. So we need to figure out what it is that we are actually trying to stop in in like real terms, and then stop that.
That makes sense, Felix.
So I don't think that the ones up top are good in any sense of the word. I also am not super sure that it's a good idea to get rid of them, because the positions that they occupy are still going to exist, but they're just going to be empty. And that creates a whole nother host of problems.
We could just do that. That could be us. The
Fuck
Storm
no.
Hunters.
There are 4 of us.
Fuck no.
I
The
wouldn't do
Quaternium.
that.
Not interested.
Okay.
I kind of want to die one day, but so I don't want to, do all that.
You all are thinking about this more than me.
If I were to entertain the idea that is possible, Vita, there's no way that we would be anything remotely like the person that we were. We would,
Well, hang on.
dead.
Well, hang on, James. These things weren't gods, but what we call them now. There wasn't a god of stars or whatever. So clearly things were kind of fine before they just assumed control over that.
I'm not saying the universe is gonna like collapse because one of them died or something. I'm saying
What's
that
the universe? What does that mean?
Semta.
I'm not gonna say reality is gonna collapse if one of them dies. I'm gonna say that other things are going to come looking now that they have made this position. They inhabit. Other things can take it from them.
I get it. I didn't
It's
think
gonna be
all
really
the way
difficult
through.
to unmake that position.
I know. I just wanted to kill them because I heard that awful story. I get it. We're gonna start where we're starting. James.
I agree.
James, we're probably going to go figure out the stuff about the Titan though, and that's where the old me fell into this barrier. I just gotta ask: was there anyone on your planet that was bad? Should we be hesitant about? Let's say
Anyone at
we
all?
just find a magic gate and a key, and we can just let everyone back, and you're not in the room, and we can't consult with you. I feel like this is foolproofing here. Would it be a bad idea if we just let everyone back? Were you all nice people?
James kind
Well,
of
there was
looks
one
at
guy
you.
named Charles Manson.
The real Charles Manson.
James
Yeah.
kind of looks at you and says, the majority of people that were on these planets, for the amount of good that I see and the majority of people that I see on Sumia every day.
Okay. We'll just vet them then.
Yeah, one by one.
One by one.
It'll take a few
Yeah,
years,
sure.
but we'll get there.
Okay.
Time doesn't pass there, so.
Did you
Change
commit
my
murder? No. All right.
My last
Shit, I
question
can't prove
here.
it. Go on.
What is a Sempton? We learned about them when we learned about the crystals. And if they are from not Sumia, but all the planets have been gone, What the fuck? What does that mean?
Chames says, that is something that gives me hope. Because there are people that are not from this planet. Now, it is interesting. You all continue to call them Semptons. The reason they are called that is because you are within the realm of Sempta. Now, that is what I have heard you all call just... They kind of look up everything that's out there. But that comes from the realm that we are in. There are other realms. There are realms of the Fae, realm of the Hells, realm of the Abyss. There are other realms, and I don't believe the deities preside over those realms. So if you ever want to look into ways to overthrow the deities, those people could be of good use as well.
The gang goes to hell.
Too bad we don't know about any of them.
Well, actually, number 9. Yeah. Well, I guess the goal is wake the Titan, kill the gods. So, all right, that's okay.
Hell
Yeah.
More or less.
Fucking hell
Like
Just
yeah.
above
crystals.
board
Sure.
here, don't we
Sure.
know Vita doesn't? Don't we know about the phase? Someone has said something about the phase. One
Yeah.
of you. It wasn't me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I told
Felix
them.
is very
I told you
interested.
guys that when I spoke fairy to Siskin, it like snapped him out
Yes.
of it, and that's all that we have developed on that.
Okay. Well, that could
And
be something.
I will
Yeah.
say that there was a journey to the realm of the Fae that was proposed to you all by Kihyasi, or by the Sylvie School
What?
in Kihyasi. You all were offered
Yeah.
full access to all the resources
Yes,
at the
that's
Sylvie
it.
School if you all dealt with something within the realm of the Fae. But you all were like, we got fucking bigger fish to fry. So that is something
That's right.
that
We were like,
is-
man, we got a lot going.
If you wanted to go
That's
to
it.
the realm of the Fae, just period, you could do that.
That's
Through
probably
that
it.
avenue.
Fae adventure could be fun.
Could be. I will say that we can end the session there. If there's anything that you all want, you forgot to ask Chames, feel free
Thanks,
to put in the
Chames.
chat. I'll actually put it. And yeah, I think we can end there, and we'll start next session with you all leaving the Tents of Luck and going on wherever you would like to go.